Welcome to ArtCo Drone Solutions. Alrighty. Welcome to ArtCo Drone Solutions. Yeah, it's April Fool's Day. And some of us didn't get to go to Florida. But hey, I'm going to be in a sunny place next week. I will be in Florida, the Philippines. And it'll be a lot of fun. I will be talking a little bit about that. Somehow there we go. Turn off my echo. So, hey, we've already got some people rolling in from the drone meetup. So Jim Beauchart's in, Max, and I think I saw Maddie in there. So we've got a good group. So let's bring in some of our hosts that are lining up here. We got someone all the way from New York area. He's always in charge. It's Charles in charge. Welcome.
Hey, folks in the chat.
How you doing, Charles?
I
hear you got some pretty rough weather up there.
Yeah, we got high winds, rain, possible lightning. So I'll stay on as long as I can until it gets too dicey. Or if we lose power, then I'll just.
Well, we'll know right away, won't we?
Yes.
All right, let's get this show going. Let's bring up our next panelists, all the way from Missouri. I like to call it Missouri. It's the Mudball. It is Fish Eye's little buddy. It is Don. Welcome.
Hi, guys. Art,
hey, Don.
Playing that horrific TikTok right at the very top is not going to do anything for your retention.
It's more like detention rather than...
I'm going to have nightmares now. Thank you. No, stop it. Don't.
All right, let's welcome my little friend all the way from the land down under. He's the yeah man. It is Dominic. Hey, Dominic.
Hey, Dominic.
God, you call these April Fools? God.
Well, the fools are here.
Have you seen what's happening in the world? I think it's April Fools every day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true. So let's say hello to everybody in the chat. We've got Eric Lipinski, Steve Knowles. He dropped the W.
Oh, this is going to take too long. Hi to everybody in the chat.
Hi to everybody in the chat.
No, go ahead, Artie.
Laura, little llama Laura.
In the chat as well.
We got Drone Rob. And we got Charles Galuski, Johnny DRC. And we got Brett Lambo Drive Zambo. And Glenn, another Aussie. Thunderbird 6. Jim Beauchart, all the way from Florida. Enjoying himself down in Florida.
What's he doing in Florida?
Yeah,
he's some drone thing down there.
It is.
I wish somebody would have told me.
Made up.
Scott Nadeau and Matt there.
Maxie.
He's also down there in that area. And Jody Drone Shot, Mickey McH, and Kevin Trappin, who is a newbie to this channel. Met him on another channel called Iguana Solutions. and enjoying Jessica dispatching iguanas down in South Florida. They are a nuisance down.
Yep.
Oh, and then we got Chuck Kovachin, and we have Bill Chin Dynasty, and don't forget we've got Lee Yo Rose Thrones.
Yep.
Michael Fly Zone Drone. And look who we got all the way from somewhere in the Jensen Beach area. It is Bill Ronayne and Jim Bochart.
Hey, look what I got. Look what I found. Oh,
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, Bill.
howdy. We're just sitting here. We're supposed to be going out to dinner. Everybody's going down to this Duffy's that's way too far away. We're waiting for Alexis to take her shower because we wanted to clean her lady parts. Is that what you said? Something like that. Okay. So we're in the parking lot right now. We thought, well, since we're
Did you
thinking
say
about,
Alexis made it?
yeah, she surprised everybody. She barely made it.
Wow.
She got here at 4. She got here at 4 o'clock. She got there.
Oh, I was on the road then. I didn't catch the end of the stream.
Yeah, I saw the end of the stream as well.
She flew in. She was supposed to. It was a last second thing, and her husband's feeling better, so she felt okay about coming down. So she booked the, but she wasn't landing until 12 something, and I couldn't go get her because we were already
Mhm.
Right.
But then there was a delay in Atlanta, and her flight
Of course.
was more than an hour late, and then our lovely pilot lady apparently can't follow directions. She but she did pull up like at 5 minutes to 4. But we ran a little long anyway with all those. I mean, there was so much stuff to give away. So
Well, cut her some slack. Usually she doesn't have to follow the road signs. I mean, give her the charts and tell her where to go, and she would have made it.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Bill, you are muted.
Yeah, he gave us the finger. He's on the phone now.
Okay. We got Mark R. White and Joel, Mr. Skyfly. And he dropped down.
Yeah,
Alrighty, evidently Alexis showed up and they're on their way.
Yeah, that makes me
that's
even
wonderful.
more upset I didn't go, because Alexis and Jim Bochart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yep.
And
that's
I
how
won't be able to
it
go
goes.
next year.
Royalty.
It's just,
Oh,
next year's going to be right against my son's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I could skip his birthday. He's had enough of them.
bring him.
Yeah,
Bring him with you.
Bring him along.
bring him along. Yeah, there you go. It's going to be April 6th next
Mhm.
year.
Yep, April 6th, 2024.
Cool. We'll see how it goes. I mean, if I'm going back to the Philippines, because that's the time to go, because it's already getting hot down there. It's been the mid 90s all week. So next week's show is going to be on Friday, following Race at Drone, and I will be doing a live stream from Villa Feliz, Jim Tanner's
I can
house,
remember.
Jamestown.
Now, what day do you fly out?
I fly out on the 6th, and I fly from Denver to LA right to Manila, and
Wow.
I looked at a map of the
I
flight.
hope you're
route.
comfortable doing your business in the plane.
Yeah,
It's going to be a long flight.
14 hours.
Mm.
And the flight route takes us all the way up. We'll be able to see the Elysium Islands in Alaska.
Wow.
And then coming down south will be just
That's because
off
you have to
the
fly
coast of-
through the center of the flat Earth. There's no way they would take you near the Arctic Wall
Mm.
No.
or the Antarctic Wall. Yeah.
Yeah. He's back.
There we go.
I leave and I come back and you're talking about flat Earth.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You guys are flat earthers. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
or flat headers. Yeah. We
Yeah.
that was Ray
look
Ray
at
Kelly.
you guys. Both of you said you're calling us flatheads, and you guys look like a couple of thumbs in shirts.
No, he's mean.
Are you
He's
there?
a mean guy. You know, he is. He has these insults too quick. That means he's actually thought of it before. Anyway, so we're not going to go live with in Alexa's room because, as far as I know, she's in the shower. Is she out of the shower?
Topless.
She's topless.
Apparently.
So she doesn't have to wear a hat. She doesn't have to wear a hat.
It's fine. In case you describe it very slowly.
I lost on Jeopardy, baby.
So we're going to go meet the guys down at Duke's if Alexis gets dressed.
Okay, I'll let you go. So
Not Duke's. Duke's is in Hawaii. Why do I keep saying Duke's? Where are we going? Duffy's. Duffy's.
I don't know. You're cutting in and out. Are you out of the shower? Are you out of the shower? You're cutting in and out. Okay, then.
Well, leave her alone so she gets done. Come on,
Oh
we're in the
my
parking
gosh.
lot. Tell her.
We're in the parking lot waiting for you.
Just tell her you're in the parking lot.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
She said,
Chop. Hurry.
I told her don't.
Okay.
I told her don't dawdle in the shower because I know how that could go.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's where I like to dawdle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a big time dawdler. By the way, thank you for the candy, even though it came from Laura. It did come from you, Artie. She
You're
won both of those. She won the turtles and the toffee.
No, she.
Or did you
Turtles
threw
are
it-
from me.
You threw a little extra for me. Oh,
Yep.
that's great.
Mm-hmm.
It warms the cockles of my heart. It does.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a nice day flying today. Some of you may have
Good.
seen it.
It looked
I know.
like great weather there.
It was. I know Don was there. Dominic was there. Charles, were you in
Did you see
the
me?
stream? What?
Oh no.
What do you mean? Did I see you there? I know you're not in the.
Well, when you said when I was there, and I was like,
I think he meant.
I said you may have seen. Never mind.
you
I
were
mean, I only streamed 9 hours and 45 minutes. I
Right.
guess you didn't have time to stop in. But we had great weather. It was mild. I mean, even though it said it was hot, it didn't feel it because we had this nice light breeze most of it. I mean, all the morning it did, but it didn't. It did get windy later. You know, like 1:30, 2 o'clock, 3. Breezy then windy. Oh, look, it's Max Airforth. Look who it is.
Hey, Max.
Excuse me, do you have $1?
You gonna clean the windshield?
Squeegee boy.
Find the windshield.
What's up, boys?
Hey,
Hey, Max.
Matt.
I'm still upset with you.
See my nipples?
Look at that, and they're right in the right spot, to the left of the D and to the right of the I.
Max,
I like it.
Don's upset with you.
Yeah. Well, you should have came, man. It was waiting for you.
Did you thank him for the controller?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure, okay? Because he's you know he's
I wasn't that drunk.
he's like that.
Yeah.
He was fairly drunk. You know. Yeah, he's been. I mean, this is the first I've seen him sober since he's been down here.
Yeah. He started 6:30?
6:30, wasted no time.
That's the time we got
there. We got there.
Practice
Yeah.
first one.
It was we got there before 6. It was 5 to 6, and he had that beer open like 10 after in the
Damn
morning.
Canadians.
Degenerate Canadian, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, it's a different time zone and different. It's like a warped time.
And your beer is so light. Like, it's only, 3.2 alcohol?
Yeah.
No, that Yingling is about 5%.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
So relax. Yingling's a lager, so it's the max.
All right.
Anyway.
I'm going to 4:20, then go put Tammy to bed. I'll see you guys a little bit.
You're not going to the
No, we already ate. We were starving. Yeah.
yeah.
And dinner's supposed to be at 7, and still not there yet. So.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, they're waiting online right now. We just got off the phone with him, so
I'll see you guys in a little bit.
cool.
Coming back here, right?
Well, he's
This
gonna come
is
back.
riveting content.
He'll do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This-
Mhm.
People tune into Art's channel to listen to dinner plans with Bill Renane.
Oh,
Peace,
different.
boys. See you in the next one.
Yeah.
Take care. Alrighty.
420. He's already been doing 420. All right.
I've got my McConnells here.
Wait, I'm gonna leave the window open for a minute just in case I get pulled over. Yeah, get the
That means he farted.
yeah, that's what it is. Yes, yeah. Canadian farts smell like weed, apparently. So how's everything else with you guys today? I'm tired. Are you tired? Busy.
Just-
I know you're going away. I heard you're going to the Philippines.
Yes, I am. I was busy updating all my drones today.
What day are you leaving there?
Thursday.
That's when I'm supposed to go back to Canada, but I don't know yet.
Oh well, I told you I got a shed in the backyard. You know,
Yep.
probably clean it, make that comfortable for you.
There you go.
Yeah,
Well, you do have that bed in that studio you got where the
I sleep on that.
douche- You do?
Not this week. Yeah, not this week. We're not spooning. No, this week. Yeah, no, I don't. My wife deserves rest. She gets up very early in the morning, and even with my CPAP mask on, it's still loud. You know, so
Yeah.
it fights it. It fights it, but I win the battle usually.
Well, maybe you need to dial up the pressure there.
It actually goes up. It goes up automatically to the point where I can hear it making fart noises all around the mask around my bed, and it wakes me up. You know, so
I got woken up by fart noises today.
did you?
Uh-huh.
Were they your own?
Oh, God, I hope so.
Uh,
Someone else is farting in my underwear.
You didn't do a Dutch oven, Don?
Yeah, the Dutch oven.
I don't know, Don. As you get older, as you well know, well, maybe not yet. You're still in your 50s. You start to be afraid to fart in your bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never trust a
I can
fart.
vouch for that.
You know, shit happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, when you're asleep, you don't really have a chance to vet anything. You just let everybody through the door.
There you go.
Come in, all are welcome.
Oh God! So we're gonna be here long enough for you guys to be able to say hello to Alexis. She gonna fit back there?
I'll jump in the back.
She's a big girl.
Wow, is she tall?
She's a big.
Wow.
She says she's 6'2", but I'm 6'2", and she maybe it was the shoes, but I had to look up a little bit. Yeah,
Wow.
Like them tall girls.
yeah. I know Jim.
Sometimes you got to stand on a bucket.
Jim's eyes were. That's a lot of woman.
And if you stand on the bucket and it's still not tall enough, you just put the bucket over her head and swing from the handle.
Every time she hugged me, I had a pillow.
Didn't she say she was almost ready? Oh, she's a woman, almost ready, and almost ready for her, and almost ready for us. Are two different things, I'd imagine.
Well, Bill, she's on Philippine time.
What's Filipina time? My wife's wife's Filipina, and she's no. My wife is always ridiculously early. She'll wake
Oh,
up.
that's good.
to-
You got a
to-
good one then.
I'm telling you, she sets the alarm. Her clock is way off. It's like if it's like 7 o'clock, the clock will say like 5. And it's not like an exact hour either. It'd be like 5:27. Let me fix your clock. No, I like it like that. Yeah,
It doesn't work for the
With
rest
me,
of us
I
because
don't need an
we
alarm.
start doing the math in our heads. So you don't really show up anywhere early. You just have extra math to do.
Yeah, well, she doesn't like to do math, so there you go. She's forced into responding.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's she's a little less Asian in that respect. That was an Asian joke about math.
Okay.
Just so you know. But you're right, Don. I would figure it out. And it just ruins the effect. But she has it early. She gets up early. Like she'll get up, she'll shower, make coffee, and then then I get up like an hour later, and I'm getting ready to go to work, and the coffee's made, which is nice, or maybe a half hour later, or whatever. And she's in a bathrobe in the bedroom watching TV. I said, "You going to work today?" "Yeah." "You've been up for like an hour and a half. Why?" "Never mind. I know when to go." "Okay."
Yeah. woke up, get a steady run up to it, and then you can move really, really fast because she's got a head start.
Yeah.
She's got that momentum.
Mm.
Whereas if you wake up at the time you have to wake up, you're starting from a dead run. You don't have that momentum behind you.
There you go.
Speaking of momentum,
So-
my coffee maker died this morning. It sucks. I'm gonna have to get me a new
Oh,
coffee maker.
that's like losing a friend.
I know. It's just it tripped the breaker, and I went downstairs and thought the breaker just tripped. I turned it back on, went upstairs, and the coffee maker's dead.
Uh-oh. Was it a Black & Decker?
It's a great.
I mean, they have
What brand?
They
I
have,
don't
they have,
remember.
they have like a bimetallic bar that for thermostat in them, and sometimes they short. You could probably open it up and fix it if you care that much about it.
Already one step ahead of you. We're planning on doing that.
Good.
I don't like to throw things away.
And I have a bun coffee maker, so it keeps the tank of hot water at all times. Scoops that coffee out in under 3 minutes. Just done. Probably not the greatest thing it's not the greenest device. 24 hours a day, there's 200 degree water just ready to go.
Oh, there you go. As long as it's not natural gas.
No, Jim brings that.
Oh,
Ooh,
boom, boom. I need it.
bum. What the?
Oh.
What is taking her? She did say she was almost ready, right?
Yeah, no. Well,
It's like almost 7:30.
I know.
She's
That's my delayed. There you go. So I finally got my sound effects all working, and I've added something for you, Jim.
sheep.
Goats.
We're men, and sheep were afraid.
You're nervous.
Yep, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Canada, blame Canada. Oh my!
That's either a cow or a moose. I don't know.
That's a cow.
That sounded like a cow. She sounded familiar.
Oh. So, let's see. Did all the updates. Man, that took a long time. Just going through one by one and doing the Air 2s and the Avanas and the controllers, the goggles. And speaking of goggles, DJI has a new goggle out.
Great to hear.
So, where is that?
The Integra.
It's called the Integra.
With a built-in battery.
Yeah, isn't that cool? So let's,
Can it be replaced?
that would be,
Officially?
I don't know.
No, I mean, it's not a permanent battery, right? I mean, it's an internal battery, but if it goes bad, can it be replaced?
Well, I'm sure that on the back of that, the head strap there,
What?
there's
Yeah.
probably a thing you could pop open and replace the battery.
That sounds like conjecture to me. Oh my goodness gracious!
Hey!
Yes.
Hi, are we streaming?
Yeah, this art's
Yeah.
show.
Oh, hi. Hold on.
I'll get back.
Getting old.
Are you sure you want to get in the back with those legs?
No, I'll follow you.
Why would you follow us?
Why don't we all go on a rental and save your car?
Why would I care? I'm sitting here running. It's running. I'm
God,
wasting.
do I look old. Hello.
Come on, get in.
Get in.
Do something. Wait, no. So they're both getting in the back now. Now I'm the fucking chauffeur.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a chauffeur, Jim.
Okay.
Patingula putana ng mamara din. All right, here you guys stream, I guess. There.
We can't show this on public. This is not for
Anyway, say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Woo!
All right, actually, I'm gonna go because I want to use the GPS and it's in my phone.
Okay.
All right.
We'll
Hey,
see you
Charles.
later.
How are you, Charles?
Doing good,
Hey,
Alexis. How are
Dom.
you?
Art. Don.
Jim, why don't you join the stream with your phone?
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
Well, I tried. I can't do it from my phone. I
Did they both hop in the back seat and treat you like a chauffeur?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Copy
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Leave the phone. If they start making out, we need evidence.
Jim, give me your. Let's get directions on your phone then.
Okay.
Or Alexis, give me your phone. Something. Here, you guys.
Something, or you want my
Here, I'm gonna give you this, and you guys can stream with the rest of the kids, and then I'll borrow her phone.
Yeah. Someone.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right, that makes sense
There we go.
because Jim couldn't even make a phone call earlier, so I don't know what's up
I
with that.
could. I just had the wrong area code.
How come you're not here, Don? And Charles?
You said you weren't going, so I wasn't going, and then suddenly you surprise showed up, and now I feel upset. I wasn't going because you said you weren't going.
Yeah, right. Well, I really wasn't. But then I got some business finished up that I needed to get done, and then Jeff was taking a nap, and I thought perfect time to pull a.
Perfect time to saw off these handcuffs.
I woke him up and I said, Jeff, and he goes, what? And I said,
Start en route to Duffy Sports Grill of
the
Stewart
credit card
South.
company wants to talk to you. because I'm
Proceed to
using your
Northwest
card to
Federal
make that
Highway South.
reservation.
Then turn right.
So he was like coming out of a deep sleep, and he goes, hello. And I said, is this Jeffrey Green? And yeah. So they said, well, we need your authorization. Is your wife allowed to use the card? He goes, of course. So then I said, okay, honey, go back to sleep. I'm going to Florida. That's how that all unfolded.
That's funny.
And he doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He's fine with it. He knows I love Jim Boster. So I'm in the back seat.
There's a bucket list.
This is better than Dominic and Adele, or whatever, Adelaide, or what's her name?
Adelaide.
What?
Adelaide. Yeah, because Jim and I have a
At the
real
stop
thing
sign, turn right onto Northwest Federal Highway South.
Man, is it warm back here? Is it just my hormones picking up, or is it no air conditioning? Oh, there's the
All
air.
right, fine. You want the air on?
Bill, we didn't know you were having financial problems that you had to start an Uber service.
Stay in the
Don't say that. You'll expect payment.
Oh,
Give him Jeff's credit card.
miles.
Yeah, there you go.
I do have it on me. I can do that.
You
What
don't
does
have
it
the
say
number
Uber?
memorized?
No, it's an Apple card, so it's got numbers that go on my phone. Bill has.
Gotcha.
He's got the whole shebang. He's got like every
Cool.
credit card in the world. How are you, Art? How are you?
I'm doing good. Just getting ready for my trip to the Philippines next week.
Yeah, you get to meet your hottie.
Yep. Now I'll get to see James Tanner from My PI Dream. And
Make out with your hottie.
no, they don't have
Yeah.
rickshaws in the
Do
Philippines.
they have rickshaws?
No, they have
no,
jeepneys.
they have
What?
jeepneys
Jeepney.
and trites. Ooh, trites are fun. Mhm.
Here's what, right? Harley Davidson, right?
Yeah, it's
well,
pretty much the same thing.
Same
well,
thing?
this
Yeah.
is more like a motorcycle with a sidecar on it.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Philadelphia sidecar?
Yeah, that's right, Jimmy.
Oh, no,
I'll tell you.
Yeah, you don't want to know
What is it? I'll look at. Should I Google it?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you don't want. I just found out about
What was it? Philadelphia sidecar?
Philadelphia
Yeah.
sidecar. Put that into Urban Dictionary.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Hey,
You'll be.
have you all ever been here before?
where?
No, not you. You live here.
Oh, I didn't know what you're talking about. Here, like Duffy's or here at Stewart? Or, I don't
Look at
know.
that sunset. Show them the sunset. And there's rain. Look at that.
Yep,
Ooh,
that's Florida
That's cool.
sunset.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow. I am so moving here.
You've never seen the sunset from that side of the Gulf, have you?
Back, I've been to Florida. No, I have. Florida in 1970.
Being a jackass. And she took it seriously. I was being a jackass,
Oh.
and she starts answering like I was asking a serious question.
I forgot about the feeling. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna
Philadelphia sidecar. It's when one engages in with.
Yeah. Don't read that.
Oh,
No, no.
oh my gosh.
Don't read that out loud.
Oh,
Oh,
What is that? What is that? What is
you're killing me.
that? Ow! Whoa! I didn't know it was that long.
It's not.
Oh, that's fine.
Behave yourself, kids, or I'm stopping right now.
Oh, let's stop. Let's do it.
Don't make Bill turn this car around.
Right.
Get it on, man.
Oh, goodness.
So where were we?
We will top out at 68. It's at 69. You got to turn around and go the other.
Yeah. Sunsets, yes. And then you thought I was seriously.
Yes. Very pretty sunset. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the river looks more like the port of Corpus Christi, except much cleaner and better for your runs.
Oh, where we were today, you mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that doesn't look like a river.
Yeah.
Is it salt water or fresh?
Brackish.
What kind of image?
Yeah. Yeah.
Brackish.
I mean, it's technically salt water, but it's not. It's heavy salinated. It's like the ocean.
Yeah.
It's fed with fresh water, but the ocean gets in. Basically.
oh yeah, it's bad, Rob. You should look it up. It's riveting. In fact, I wouldn't even look up Philadelphia sidecar in the Urban Dictionary. I'd look for pictures.
Ray's gonna be pissed. We're not getting there until like 8 o'clock.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's that. You see, this is a sausage party, just like Ken Heron's show. Oh, and Ken Heron was here today. Out loud, and I missed him. Like,
Well,
no fault of my own.
no. Well, except for the fact that you decided at the last moment to come.
Yeah, well, since I got here, it was a big forever.
No, he was there for a while. Not from opening, but he was there till about 2.
Here, I can show you guys a video of a Philadelphia sidecar.
No. Oh, there's.
There goes the sun.
What the hell is that?
Still,
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for coming, Tony.
That's Max getting head rubbed by me.
How many people are watching your stream? Huh?
How many you're watching, right?
We were up to 31, now we're down to 24.
Yeah, that's what happens when you talk about Philadelphia sidecar.
Yeah, they all left.
this is where I work.
They all went to do a Philadelphia sidecar. Like, woo, we gotta go try that.
Wow. So that's not far from your home.
About 7 miles.
So Art has his trip planned. You guys are down in Florida. Charles, what's going on with you?
I'm at home.
You got any more RPG stuff going?
I
still have never caught one of those live.
That's okay. I had my game on Thursday, and I'm helping a guy play test his game. But those are that's all private stuff.
Private.
And we're probably not going to be able to get together for another couple weeks because everybody else can't.
I watched you singing the Mac the Knife the other day.
No.
Oh, really? Cool.
No, I really don't.
Don't put that just at me.
Help! Where's the door handle? Let me get it.
Say he's all talk, this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Dominic, we got 25 people watching on your monitor. Does it have how many streams you're on at the time?
Not currently, no.
I was.
You got any more streams coming up tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to Justin's sooner or later.
See how you are?
Justin.
Yeah, I do my hour here.
Yep.
Keep everybody happy.
So, Dominic, are you simulcasting my stream?
No, I don't have the facility to do it. You'll have to check it on your end.
Oh, are you on the? Okay. And how did you? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you have to be able to turn it on your side. And
Yeah. When you open your stream, when you go live, it tells you if you want to let other people simulcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that I'm not more hungry. I didn't eat anything all day today.
No,
And,
you didn't get any of that free pizza?
No, I didn't get any of the pizza. I actually, when the pizza got there, you ever forget to feed your fish for a day and then throw some fish food in the top of the tank? Because that's what it looked like. Gone. I knew that was going to happen, but that's okay because other folks probably need it more than I do. And but then I just realized I didn't eat yesterday either all day.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit of a lie. I've had some almonds, and because there's 120 pounds of almonds that were brought today, which is pretty. And I did have a bowl of oatmeal last night before I went to bed. So there you go. 2 days of a bowl of oatmeal.
There you go.
Yeah,
Bill, this one's for you. Having a shot.
Oh,
Avada!
okay. Avada! Fungula Butana. We're gonna be at this place soon. Maybe I can have a shot there with you.
You know, I have not had any alcohol in the house for a month.
Wow.
Haven't even had it in the house.
Where have you had it?
I've
Yeah,
gone up to the
out in
lodge
your
and
shed,
had
your garage.
one beer like a couple times a week, but
Yeah. Jim made me go buy peanut butter whiskey yesterday. You can't buy it in Canada. He's very upset. I enjoyed it too.
they don't have it in Canada.
No, you can't get it. He said.
Peanut allergies or something?
Yes, the entire country.
Wow.
Why is that pointed at me? How come it's not back there with you? We're not doing anything. We're not doing anything. And Jack.
The mantra of little kids doing something around the world. Why is it quiet there? I'm not doing anything.
It's the set her seatbelt off.
You know, I love Ray Kelly, but did you see how many have you seen how many restaurants we passed by already? Yeah. Like 100.
That's what I was saying. Got everything.
Yeah, we do. We really do.
Can't be the closer of the two, right?
No, that's the purpose. Yeah, no, but you know what? Ray.
onto Southeast Village Road.
So are those are the new goggles?
Yes, those are the new goggles. It's foldable. Matt's operating time of 2 hours, and it weighs 410 grams.
You know they do a good job. He wants, there's the Harley place, by the way, Alexis.
They look buggy.
Right there.
Wow.
There you go. It's got micro OLEDs, 1080p. Ooh, 700 nits.
You don't, that really doesn't mean a lot when you're got your eyes enclosed. You don't want too bright of an image into your eyes whenever you're
right.
Have they said the price of that? Do you know?
Lowest video transmission latency, 30 microseconds. Wow, that's pretty good.
I haven't seen it since I lived with my company.
Ooh, $4.99 for those goggles.
I've never $4.99 US. For what? For those Tegra goggles. Why are they so cheap? That's cheap.
Yeah.
To answer Bill's question, Mark our way.
You want to go?
Oh, I saw those. They're like super lightweight. They're tiny.
And they have a built-in battery. Did we look into it to see whether the battery can be replaced, or are we just going to go with Artie's guess?
Well, no. Ian,
not from what it sounds like.
I'm assuming that's Ian in London. did a look at it, and inside the battery pack there are two 1860 batteries, but they're soldered in.
They're soldered in. Oh, I don't like that.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you've got to unsolder them to.
Unsoldered them.
That's what Greg
Yeah,
used to
it's a
say.
bit of hard work to take them out.
Which
No, I
is
just-
fine unless they do like Apple and they key it to the device where you can't replace them yourself.
Yeah.
Well, if they're 18650 batteries, they're dumb batteries. I mean, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Stay in the second lane
You know.
from left.
And if there's some kind of chip, you could probably, you know.
Here's the motion controller 2.
Probably detach and attach. But I just don't like that idea. It's like a cell phone now.
Use the left lane to turn onto Southeast Village Road. Then turn right into the parking lot.
There it is. We're here.
And there
Hey! Congratulations. Oop. Sorry, Don.
Oh, we're not quite there. We're not quite there yet. I mean, I can see it though.
We got Ken. Place it here.
Turn right into the
Oh,
parking
my.
lot.
It's funny because
Good
my
to see
watch
you, Ken.
I should have given you my Apple Watch. Bill.
You've entered the parking lot for your destination.
Oh, there you
You
go.
know, so apparently
How
Apple
many
phones think you're a
Whataburgers did
freaking
you
moron.
pass by?
That they felt the need to tell you entered the parking lot. You've entered the parking lot for your destination. Well, thank you.
There you go.
yeah.
Why doesn't it tell me I'm about to enter a parking space right now? Come on, let's see how smart you are. All right. Whoa! You hit the curb. All right.
Bill,
There you go.
save some calamari for me.
Yep.
Calamari, that's an idea.
Oh,
To do that.
boy.
Yeah.
That
I
calamari
like
at
soup. I
that
like
place we went to was deli.
The volume's going to be bad now. Whenever I stream to the car and then disconnect it with StreamYard, all of a sudden it's like you can't hear a damn thing. All right. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop coughing like that, Jim. That's just makes people concerned.
Where does this guy from?
Yeah.
That's not it. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's I don't know. Pull something so it can be towed behind something.
Yeah.
I was in such a rush to get here, and I went to my dresser drawer and I pulled out 2 socks. Look, they're different. They're 2 different
Oh,
socks.
no.
Oh my. 2 different socks. Oh, better go back. Better go back.
Maybe I'll
Change.
start
Scandal.
back.
Yep.
Scandal. Live.
Oh my.
Man, and you smell good.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
Calvin Klein 1.
They were like looking at us like, get a room.
No, he smells like
It's
that.
Calvin Klein
that's
1
that
and
vape.
bowling shoe disinfectant.
Either that or they thought they
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's incest.
Yeah, well, incest is best, they say. Oh, let me hit
Yep.
That's reputed.
the thing here.
By the way, you'll be seeing a lot of photos of the
Oh,
food I'm
God.
going to
All right,
eat
here you
in the
go.
Philippines.
You plan on eating a lot of good food?
And away we go.
Hey ho, hey ho.
Hey, there's everybody.
Hey,
Rob
the Artie,
Camada.
Artie show.
Bill smells good.
Rob, you guys, I smell good. Yeah, thank you.
There's Marcus.
Everybody say hi. Say hi to Artie and Charles and Mudball and they're live. There we go.
Hello, hello.
All right. I think we're gonna go.
All right.
Go have fun.
Thanks
You
for
know,
bringing
I
us
hate when that
along.
happens.
For dinner.
Have you noticed that if you're on streaming on your phone and it's going through your car, and once you leave your car, your phone doesn't have normal volume. It's like really low and it won't come back. It's just some kind of glitch.
No fun.
Later, guys.
All right. Take care, man.
goodbye.
Enjoy your dinner.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Are those
Bye,
three
everybody.
spots open there? No, probably.
Two spots open and late. Maybe some profit.
Poor bastards.
I
I feel sorry for them. They're not having nearly as much fun as we are.
Yeah.
We had to wait for somebody to get done with the shower.
Hey, is that Gary I see back there?
Yep.
Right, Ariels?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. There you go. Awesome, awesome.
I'm so intimidated. It's unbelievable.
All right, back to regular programming.
Well, that was exciting, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we got up.
It would have been if they would have gotten an
32.
actual wreck. That would have been
Yeah.
drama.
So, let's see if I can find some info on the motion controller.
So I always
Dude.
think about when Dom was driving Addy around, I was always like, man, I hope they don't get in a wreck, but man, that'll be drama.
Yeah. We need more drama. I'm here for the drama.
Oh, it's the RC Motion 2. Okay, cool. So here, this is from B&H. So I'm going to share that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there we go. And so one of the things they changed is, that stop button that was right here. It looks like they put a little toggle right there. And I think they did that so you could actually back up, which is cool. That'll do everything that the right stick would do on your controller. So you could go side to side, forwards and backwards. Where the throttle, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Then you could go forward. And when you tilt it, that turns it. Just like you would on an FPV drone. So I just ordered one of those, and it'll probably show up right after I'm already in the Philippines. But I will be doing a video about it, testing it out, and see if that might be something really good for someone with a disability like me.
Heck yeah.
Or somebody that has some minimal arm-hand control. So Lloyd might need to look into that.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, he likes his motion controller.
So we got Bill Hooper, we got Joe Fotolio, we got Sergio, and Big Shot Media. I don't think I've ever seen this guy. He's new. Welcome, welcome. So I will go
Yeah,
over
I've
here to
never
live.
used anything like it, and I'm so used to using my thumbs. I'm sure it would be something that you got used to pretty quick, but just the sound of it seems weird to me. That you can just...
Well, what you do, it's not in your arm, it's how you go right and left, and that's how you turn it. I mean, you're not going to turn it by doing that.
It's just a tilt like this?
Yes. It's very intuitive, and when I first got
Wait,
my
are we still
Bot,
talking
I
about the
didn't
motion
have,
controller?
I had the, motion controller that came with it.
So you don't do any of this, or you just do this?
Yeah, that's right.
Can you hold it like this sometimes if you feel like doing something different?
Yeah, it feels different, and
how easy is it to switch between one hand and the other?
well, if you're not missing an arm on that side, then you'll be all right.
That's true. All right. Or whatever's left.
Yeah, that's right. That was one of the lame jokes my boss said during our meeting. He always has these lame, dad jokes. And this week was
I got it.
a guy that has arm and leg amputated on his left side, so he's all right.
So you've got the motion controller, the first gen, right?
Yes, I do have the first one, which is the same one that the potato had.
Right.
And
Now, can you sit on your hand and make it feel like somebody else is flying your drone?
ooh, I don't know, that will be interesting to find out. So, I
I'm
will
done
be
with the
doing a video
masturbation
about
jokes.
that, and yeah. I thought you said you didn't have any alcohol. That
I
looked
don't.
like a little
I have a chemical
vino.
imbalance. I don't need alcohol or drugs.
Ah, okay. Just a little vino right there.
Huh? That's Dr. Pepper.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what she said. So, yeah, so next week when I'm in the Philippines, I hope I'll have a crap ton of footage to bring back. And
What cameras
do
are you taking?
I am taking all my GoPros with me. My Hero 3, the Hero 5, the Hero 7, and the Osmo Pocket, definitely going. And all the accessories. I've got one of those goosenecks that has the clamp on the end where you could just put the camera on and connect it to a table or what have you. And that's probably me that's dinging because anyway. So I'll bring that. I'll bring my tripod, and I've got a bunch of these little gorilla tripod copies. Bring those, and I'll bring the Avada. I think tomorrow I'm going to try it out, and it should be working.
Yeah, I was wondering what kind of drone you were going to take. If you're going to bring the Avada, or are you going to stick to something a little more stable?
Well, the Avada is a little smaller. It'll be a lot easier to carry.
True.
And also, I do have an adapter where I could put a 360 Insta Go 2 on it. So that'll be cool. And I have it mounted so it's facing backwards, so it looks like when I'm doing those away shots, it'll look like I'm doing it from the drone. When
Man,
actually
he flies backwards. Awesome.
Yeah. So put that on there, and that little camera does do 4K on it, which is really nice.
Does it?
Yep. And plus, I'll do a fly through James' house, so you'll be able to see what his house looks like.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Cool. Where I'm going first, I'm going to be going to Tierra Maria, which is where Bill Feliz, that's where James lives, and my girlfriend's cousin. They've got a lot that's down the street from James, and so I'll be taking some video of that. There's nothing on there; it's all vacant right now, and they're looking for someone to buy that lot. So it's about 560 square meters, which is not bad. Where James's lot, he's almost 800 square meters. And neat thing about the Philippines, that's in a gated community. If your house is only 25% footprint of your lot, and you use the rest of the lot for like agriculture, like what James does, he's got all those fruit trees, banana plants. He gets a tax break when he does that, which is nice. He's got like 3 different types of banana trees. He's got, he's got so many different uh, fruit trees. He's got dragon fruit, which darn is not going to be in season when I get there.
Ooh, fresh
I
dragon
was so
fruit.
looking forward to have some fresh dragon fruit when I'm there. But he's got calamansi, he's got lime and lemon, and I guess a variety. I guess what's called a sun-kissed orange, and avocado. He's got cashew tree. He's got a cacao tree that makes cacao, which makes chocolate. And coconut. He's got a couple of coconut trees, and there's so many plants there. And plus, he has a small raised bed garden where he grows peppercorns and peppers and eggplant. He's got those Asian eggplant, which are those long, skinny eggplant, and also tomato that he grows.
Now, did you get your transportation while you were there sorted out? I remember that your driver had flaked out on you.
That is starting to work its way out. The only thing I need
Good. We
to
don't want you
do
wandering
is,
the place unescorted, Art. We don't want
yes,
you
that's right. Yeah.
just relying on the goodness of strangers over there. Hey,
Yeah, that's right. So I still need to book some places in Luzon. I'll probably like the last day. I'll book a place that's like right near the terminal, which I'll be going to when I leave back to the state. So
when you wake up, you can get right there.
yep, that's right. Oh yes,
It sounds exciting.
He does have guava and passion fruit there. Jackfruit. I don't know about breadfruit, but he does have mangoes and papaya there. Yep.
What about durian?
Ah.
I don't know, because durian is tricky because it tastes really good from what I hear, but it smells like rotting garbage.
Tastes like heaven and smells like hell.
Yes, that's right.
I've had it.
So that's the motion controller. So anyway, let's go. We've seen enough of that. So that is interesting. So I'm kind of excited to try it out when it gets. Oh, we're running a little late. You know what? It is time for toffee giveaway.
What do we do? What do we do, Art? Do we type in hashtag toffee?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Don.
I think everybody should do that right now.
In the chat.
Yes.
So, did anybody do anything fun for April Fool's Day? No tricks were played?
No, because you know why? Because it's a weekend, and normally, like if if I'm working, that's where the fun begins, because then you get people walk. Oh, excuse me, you dropped something. Ooh. April Fools. Ooh.
Uh,
Hey, you got
life is an
something.
April
Oh, you got
Fool's.
tissue stuck to your shoe there. We got
Hey,
Bud Bieber.
Close enough.
We got Sergio and Jack, Lake Pilot, Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger, and Brad
And they're all
Catskills
coming
Brad.
in for toffee.
And we got Joe Merca. Welcome. And Jaybird. Jaybird's in the house. So that's what's going on, and I get we're not seeing Barkley because he's down there in Florida, and
Yep.
I figured this was going to be kind of a light show, Hopefully he'll probably show up around half past the hour here. So, anybody's thoughts on the controller and the new goggles, other than the batteries not where you can replace the battery?
I've never flown with goggles, so
Yeah, I don't know whether they've never flown with goggles.
Yeah, me neither. Never flown it.
Okay, we narrowed that down.
Yeah.
Jack wants to know when I return. I come back on the 22nd. Which the neatest thing is, it'll be the 22nd when I get here, because I'll be crossing the date line. But it's, you know what, that's going to be a longer flight, because when I get to LA, I have to fly to Phoenix and then to Denver. What's up?
You're leaving sometime this week, right?
Yes, the 6th. Yes, that is the that's one upside to that, Mickey. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and share the screen on the toffee giveaway. We're up to 19. Come on, folks. Let's make that an even 20.
Come on, just one more.
One more. Then we could throw the switch. One more, guys.
More. Anybody?
Art, did you enter?
Go on, enter. It'd be funny to see if you
Eric,
won.
yes, I will be streaming from the trip, which
Oh,
I
we've
will
got
be.
a
Oh, here we go. We're up to 21. That's awesome. We got 22 watching. That is awesome. Let's go ahead
And the way we go. Yay!
Mr. Skyfly, Joel, congratulations. You are the winner. Yay. And we'll give you a delayed clap there, which will be in about another 7 seconds. There you go. Congratulations, Joel. And we got Marcel. Sorry, Marcel, you got in just a little too late. Thanks for playing, everybody.
And on that bombshell?
And also,
I'm off.
you can give
Justin
me a super chat.
Just started, so Dom's out of here.
Dom, thanks for coming in.
No worries.
Have fun over there at Justin's. I'll probably come over and watch a little later.
Yep, okay. See you.
Take care, Dom.
Bye-bye.
Yep. So the super chat train is open. So if you want to leave a little super, hey, I need some money for my trip. Get a few pesos to.
Is that like a quarter scale train?
Yeah,
that's one of those HO quarter scales, isn't it? I saw it just go right through the monitor and off that way.
Yeah, there you go. I could give you a little cha-ching and get you going. So that's what's going on. And if just waiting for James to show up, and then he could take over with all the talking.
He hasn't been on. He wasn't on last week, right?
No, he wasn't. He hasn't been on for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot to say. If he ever shows up, none of us are going to be able to talk.
If you watch his last video, he had a really good video where he had a young lady show up in a Saturday night shindig that they have every week, where she was a contestant on, I guess, the Philippine version of
Got Talent.
Got Talent, and she made it to where she's going to LA to perform.
All right.
And my God, I listened to her sing. She blows the doors off. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. She is very talented. So check out his latest video, and you'll get to hear her sing, and you'll get to find out what he's growing in his yard there. And by the way, next week is also ArtCo Drone Solution turns 5 years old.
All right.
I started this channel 5 years ago.
So is it starting kindergarten then?
Yes, kindergarten. Yep.
Or
And
is that
by the
first
way,
grade?
my granddaughter, who I'm going to visit, she just turned 5 years old March 30th, which is cool because when I get there to go see her, they're going to have a birthday party for her. It's awesome. Got Scott Nadeau, and he's back. And my girlfriend, she is. I got it. Okay.
We're waiting to find out what the.
This is my girlfriend and her mom. Yep. So they are off to church right now because it is Sunday over there. So I will be seeing her next week as well. We will be spending a few days at the Kimbali Condo Resort in Samal Island, which is a small island off the coast of Davao City. And it's a short ferry boat ride over there, and you catch a little, not taxi, but one of those trikes, and it's just a short drive south of there. It'll be a lot of fun. And oh yes, that's right. You're right, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
It's Easter weekend there, and it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy here.
I arrive on Good Friday, and then I go to Davao on Easter Sunday. Andrew, yes, I caught bits and pieces of the stream. Popped in now and then. I've been I sold an item on eBay. It was a power supply for a CPAP machine that I bought on the police auction website. Turns out it was the wrong power supply to the CPAP machine that I had.
Oh, crap.
Because it was for a different brand. So I put it up on eBay, and it sold yesterday, and I mailed it out today.
All right.
So I made
Did you make any money, or just not
some money? Yeah,
or you didn't lose as much?
Yeah, I didn't lose as much. I mean, it helped out on the purchase. You know what? because it was a whole bunch of stuff because it had that CPAP machine. It had this camera, which is this. It's a pretty nice Pentax.
I was gonna say that's a Pentax. That's not a
it's a-
ZX5, is it?
No, it
That's
is.
a newer one.
This is what brand is it?
It's right in front of the shutter.
Oh yeah. Oh, ZX30. Yeah, and it's a film camera.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a 35 to 80 zoom lens on it, and it's got one of those pop-up flashes, and it's got a pretty. So there's the dial to change all that neat stuff. And you can actually do video, you can change ISO and exposure and all that neat stuff.
I've got an old K1000 and a Ricoh KR5.
Cool.
Yeah, my favorite camera I ever had was my film camera, my Pentax ZX5. Loved that camera.
Ah, cool.
What was good about it?
It just felt comfortable in my hands. I knew everything on it, and I didn't have to think about it. I used it so much, and every camera since has been. It felt like a stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could have had that in a digital format.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
And the heft, it was so good.
Now for film camera that I really wanted would be the Mimiya 645, which was a medium format, which is a 120 size film, and it had a larger, it's a lot bigger than
Big,
the 35
square,
millimeter.
negative.
Yeah, it's square. Or if I would have got there was a Yashica brand that was a double lens reflex, and you could have gotten an adapter so you didn't have to look down. You could shoot it like a 35 millimeter. And they also use the same film. Yep. So my last film camera that I had was an Exacta VX, which was made in Dresden, Germany, back in the late 40s, early 50s, that my grandfather bought, and he was on a vacation in Tobago. Yeah, Trinidad, Tobago area. And
I have, and it doesn't work with all digital cameras. You have to get one that will clear it. But that right there is a, what was that? What is it called? A Helios 40, I think 44. And it's a Russian lens. It was based on a Zeiss lens. And after the war, Russia took over the Zeiss factories, didn't change any tooling or anything. They just started making these lenses. And they were giving them out. Basically, if you got a camera in Russia from the end of World War II until I think it was the mid-90s that they actually shut the factories down, stopped making those, you got that lens and you got that camera. And so this is a really weird lens. It has a weird bokeh effect. And it's this vintage style that it was from the Zeiss lenses from the 1940s. And you can get it on I've used it on my Canon 5D, but it's a cropped sensor. But if you get it on a full sensor camera, you get that full effect, and you get a oblong bokeh in concentric circles around
Oh,
it.
kind
Really
of
cool looking.
kind of a little fisheye look to it.
It doesn't do a fisheye, but the those the bokeh, the out of focus lights, like in the background. If you
Oh
get
yeah.
it, those instead of just being like fuzzy dots, they'll be oblong, and then they'll also be the oblong dots will be in concentric circles all the way around the image,
Oh.
and
Oh.
that's a pretty cool lens.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I like playing with that old glass.
Mm-hmm. Now the Russians made a version of the Hasselblad called
Mm-hmm.
the Soyuz,
Mm-hmm.
and back in the '90s, I thought about buying one because they were really reasonable compared to a Hasselblad.
Yeah, you can
And
pick
it
up
was
that lens for about $50 still, I think.
Wow.
Or at least
wow.
that's how much I paid for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the Hasselblad that takes a 120 film as well, which is a roll film,
Mm-hmm.
not like a canister like the 35 millimeter.
And that's another thing I miss about the old film days is the smell of film. You open up
Yeah.
that little thing of film and you smell that film,
Yep,
and the smell in the dark room. Oh, I
yep.
just
Oh man, I used to do some stuff in the dark room, well,
yeah, you know
not
the
that kind
developer
of
went
stuff,
bad when it
Don.
stops. When the developer stops smelling bad, that means it's gone bad. If it
Yeah.
smells bad, that means it's good.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right. Uh, have you ever done anything in like a 4x5 format?
I've never done any
Oh
larger.
boy, I've done some of that, and that's pretty cool because they had some.
Brad, you weren't supposed to tell anybody. You thought it was just an inch because that's all I gave you.
I think he was talking about Lon Denard. He just kind of switched everything around
Oh,
to
Don Lenard's.
Don
Yeah.
Lenard.
Oh gosh, no.
Yep. So, the only camera I had that took 120 film was with the early 1900s Brownie camera that had the bellows camera on it that folded out.
Wow.
Huh?
You fold it out, and then you pull the bellows out, and it has a Zeiss lens on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to do some. I made a rig where it had a foot switch, and I would turn the room totally dark, and turn on the camera to wide focus, hit the switch, and it would just flash, and then I would
It
move,
would flash?
and it would, yeah, because I set up a flash to it, and then I moved myself, and it looked like I was talking to myself,
Yeah.
which was cool. It was called double exposure,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which was cool. And another neat effect that I found was called bas relief, where you take a positive and a negative film and
Offset.
place it.
Yep.
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
I
And you cancel out your you basically you find those edges where you have those areas of contrast.
right. That's right. And which was really cool if you take photos of old buildings or even buildings downtown, and it's like
Yep.
that looks so cool.
Yep. What you look for when you did that type of thing is areas that had sharp contrast in defined patterns.
Right.
A noisy image wouldn't work as well as something that
Right.
had contrast with a good solid color, and then the contrast to another good block of solid color. Those work the best.
Or if you got a portrait figure or a photo of somebody, and did that. That was cool too. Yeah. Yep. So, welcome to ArtCo Drones and Photography Studio Show. Now we're just waiting for James to show up. And so I was busy sending info to him on, oh, this is what time my plane comes in. And then he says, what terminal? Oh. And then I had to go back, and because there are 3 terminals at in Manila. And I said, Terminal 1. And that's the one that's the easiest to get to, where all the other terminals are for more domestic flights, and it's kind of jacked up. So when I fly to Davao, I'm going to be taking one of their domestic airlines called Cebu Pacific, and it'll be a 2-hour flight from Manila to Davao, because you're going from the northern side of the Philippines all the way to the southern side of the Philippines. Yep. And then when I leave Davao, I go to Cebu, which is a little over an hour flight, so it's halfway in between. And I meet another YouTuber, and I'm hoping that she would join us today. Her channel is called Purple Shadow, and she is a realtor there. And she's got a new video that just came out today, so you check out her channel. And remember that guy, Kevin, that was on in the chat earlier today? I met him in another channel called Iguana Solutions. Go check out that channel, because Jessica does a great service. She does what's called iguana removal, because they are a nuisance down in South Florida, because what they do is, if you have any flowering plant, they will eat them. So they're bad for that. And also, if you have any property along that has a seawall, they will undermine those seawalls.
Yes, they dig into the grounds. I think Mike Rowe did a episode where he was hunting the iguanas down there.
Right.
He joined them.
And she uses a pellet gun. And, I mean, she's good, because she aims for the head, you know, because she does it humanely, that takes them out quickly. And
does she get paid by the iguana?
You know what? I think she does.
Or just by the job size, they go in and bid it out, or does she have to bring in the
if they land in the water, she's got a net. She's got to go in and fish them out.
Okay, so she's got to basically collect scalps.
Yep.
Yep.
And so she throws them in the back of the truck, and you know those things are edible. And she gives away the meat to homeless people and people in need, and their meat, from what I hear, is quite delicious.
Really?
Yep. There is another channel that I follow called Darcizzle Offshore, where she hunts them in her backyard, and they did a clean and cook, where she basically took the hind legs and the tail, because that's where most of the meat is, and she said it was surprisingly pretty good, but does not make very good bait for crab trap, because she's also a crabber. She has crab trap for stone crab.
And crabs don't like iguana.
No, for some reason it's not a good bait.
Mark White says, that sell at Mexican restaurants.
Yeah, iguana stew. Yeah.
They make it iguanachos.
Iguanachos, yeah.
Not Joe Iguana.
Yeah. But the baits that do work are like pig's feet, the orange pig's feet, and chicken seems to be a good bait. And certain
interesting.
saltwater fish is good bait, but
See, I've used when I've gone fishing for crawdad for crawfish, used like bacon rind on a treble hook.
Oh yeah.
Toss it in. That works really good. I don't know if it's the same. If the stone crab is like the same type thing.
Yeah. Benita works. The carcasses from the fish she catches out in the open ocean, she uses those, and those work really good. But a lot of times she'll find those catfish that Ray Kelly likes to catch. Not a good bait to use for crab trap. Chef Boyardee, you know what? I am going to bring my Chef Boyardee uniform with me on this trip and do some videos on some Asian food.
Cool.
So hopefully I could get James's wife to do a video where we could talk about, some of the Filipino dishes that she cooks. Yep. So I'm kind of looking forward to eating, trying some of the local cuisine, especially down where I'm going to Davao. Their food is more Muslim oriented because they've got a large Muslim population down there, but that's more on the western side of the island, which is where my girlfriend lives, and which kind of makes me a little nervous about going to visit at her place. But we'll see how it goes. It might be a whole bunch of hoopla, and people are just making a big deal about nothing. Just stay away from the autonomous area, which is
the no-go zones.
Yeah. That's where the Abu Sayyaf likes to hang out. Oh, we got the foreigner. We get the foreigner. We need some money for our bombs and missiles.
They'll say, "Well, this was too small. Throw them back."
Yeah. And you know what? And that's what I'm hoping.
Look at me. I'm defenseless.
I'm just a poor boy from a poor family.
I'm just a little feller. Don't pick on me.
Do the fandango, send a bolt of lightning. Very, very frightening. Galileo. Anyway.
See, I was going to
say
the
happens,
part.
Art, just order pulled pork sandwiches. They'll get rid of you really quick.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, would you like a ham sandwich? Yeah.
Yeah, Charles, but how would they get rid of them? That's the problem.
As long as they push them out the door and don't keep them in there, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Red said you'll. You know what? I'll do my version of True Lies and just kill everybody. The whole. We're all escaping one by one. I've taken care of the whole camp.
No, it's not a tumor.
Not a tumor.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
Yeah, that's.
The Ardinator.
They'll all be saying, "Oh God, you're the idiot that wanted to kidnap that little guy and wiped out our flipping team."
Let's not keep him. He keeps on telling us he has to go on a live stream in 10 minutes. Wait,
yeah,
that's
there you go.
So now, what motivated you to change up your music for tonight?
I wanted to try out something a little different, something a little more up tempo, less rock. If you listen to Ken Heron's music, it's more, happy, kind of upbeat. And I thought, let's try this. I didn't totally get rid of the original. That's still in there. If you guys don't like what I used, so
No,
how would you
'Cause
like the
it
new
actually
music?
sounds a little almost like cinematic. Like I could see this music as being in a sort of a lighthearted, almost like an Addams Family kind of film or a Tim Burton film.
it kept reminding
Right.
me of another song, but I could not quite place it.
Yeah,
Like an
so
older
there
song.
was a song in there, and I'm like going, God, that sounds like a Carlos Santana song. Kind of like the Black Magic Woman. You know?
Yeah, have to teach them how to cook chitlins.
Yep.
How do you cook chitlins?
I don't know.
You can teach them how to cook kidneys. You know how to cook kidneys?
Uh,
You boil the
no, I
piss out of
don't
them.
want. Oh, one thing I won't. Well, there's a couple things. Well, there's several things. Glute, I will not eat, and chicken feet. I'm
Dave and
like, what?
Cecilia.
Chicken feet? And we got Dave and Cecilia. Magandang umaga. Welcome. Good to see you. Cool. So, what part of the Philippines are you folks from? Are you from Luzon? Are you the Visayas? Or Mindanao? Which is where I'm going to be going. By the way, Visayas is the middle section of the Philippines, which encompasses several islands. There's Negros Island, there's Cebu, and there's the island of Visayas. Oh, Bohol. Oh, that's another. Ooh, I would love to go to Bohol. That's also in the Visayas area. Yeah, that's east of Cebu, and they've got a place. It's called the Chocolate Hills because if you ever see them, the little hills look like chocolate chips, which is cool.
The Chocolate Hills.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
All right, how much of Filipino or Tagalog do you speak?
That would be Tagalog.
Okay.
What I know is Magandang Umaga, which is good morning. Magandang Hapon is good afternoon, and Magandang Gabi is good evening. I know Salamat, which is thank you. Mahal Kita, which is I love you. And Bahala na si Batman, which means good Lord Batman, or God help us Batman. But Bahol is I hear a lot of cool things about Bahol. Come on, James, where are you eating? Don't tell me you're at another HOA meeting. Jeez. So we're waiting for Margie. Margie ought to show up in my channel.
Yeah, right there is the.
There you go. Yeah, you got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Chocolate Chip Hills. Those are pretty cool.
Yes, it is. Thanks for sharing. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is, Dave and Cecilia. Yes, it. I looked up the temperature in Manila. It's been the mid 90s all week. Like but where James live, he's like almost 1,000 feet above sea level. So, and he gets a nice constant breeze going through there. So it's not too oppressively hot like those people that live near the sea, where unless they get a nice breeze, it gets really hot down. Yeah. Uh, One of the other places I would like to go to is Palawan, which is the furthest west in the Philippines, and it's the closest to Indonesia. And there was also a prisoner of war camp there during the war. And also on Luzon, there's a city called Los Baños, and that was a prisoner of war site, but it was mainly civilians that were allies to, Americans and Dutch. And so, there were a lot of nuns that lived there, so they were held captive there, and some of the nurses from the American uh, bases, they were kept there.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. And also, Los Baños was the headquarters for the infamous Japanese General Yamashita, who was known as the Tiger of Burma because he was very instrumental in the campaign in Burma. And then when we started pushing the Japanese out of there, he was sent to the Philippines, and he was also executed in Los Baños after the war because, well, as part of the war trial, there were two trials, one in Tokyo, and then there was one in the Philippines for the the generals and the colonels, commanders down in that area. So they had a separate trial. And what was his excuse? Was I didn't know what they were doing. He was trying to do his best Colonel Clink,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't work. So he got what we would call a hemp necktie. Mhm.
Made
But
him a little bit taller.
a little bit taller.
Yep.
Yep. Hmm. At least he got it better than some of those German generals. You heard about what happened to those guys?
Mm-mm.
Their executioner had never done it. He just raised his hand and said, "Oh yeah, I could do it," and he didn't calculate the distance, and a lot of those guys pretty much choked to death. And plus, the trap door wasn't wide enough, so a lot of them got head wounds on the way down.
Ooh.
So, yep, you was kind of a, you know. Hey, we got Ron in the chat.
Hey,
RL
Ron.
Photography. Good to see you, Ron. Yeah, sorry you couldn't make it to Florida. hope you have a great trip up to Canada and Alaska. Would love to see some more photos and videos up there. That last video that you did was excellent. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go check. I don't see anything from
I really need to hook up
James.
a second monitor, so I'm not on my iPad and this here. I really need to just fix this studio up just a little bit.
How big is your current monitor?
About that wide.
Oh, yeah. What, 24 inches? Mine's about
I'm sorry,
this
that
wide.
joke was for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Anyway. So, yeah. So, the price of monitors has really gone down. If you get a nice 32-inch one, yep. I need to replace my TV out in my living room. I need to get a 4K TV because I got spoiled. Where was I? I was somewhere. Oh, I know. It was when I was down in Florida last
With
month.
Bill?
Yeah, with Bill. And my hotel room had a 4K TV. And I'm like, going, holy crap, this is nice and sharp. Yes, you're right, Mark. I don't think I would try any of those. Yeah. I would stay away from any of the street vendors, and I would only eat from a restaurant. And also bottled water or soft drink. Because I am not going to touch anything out of it. Because if you want to get the runs real fast, yeah, have a little sip of that local drinking water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And your body's not ready for it.
Oh, no.
But I do have some medication for that. That'll, it's called Stopper. I don't know, but you take it. Well, I've got malaria medication that I'm taking with me. You're supposed to take it with your meal.
I have a pill that I take with me. To stop that specifically. You take it rectally.
There you go. Uh-huh. Yep.
And it usually does a trick.
And in German it's called Schitzer stopping. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks Farfetnugan was just no. Farfetnugan is what you get for people who fart a lot. They fart Fig Newton. Yeah. Yep. Just like the plop clocks I used to buy in Iowa. There were clocks made from cow patty.
Oh.
And I go, oh, great. Yeah, that beats the shit out of me. I guess it's 8:30. Yep. Imodium, yeah, that's for folks who want to fart with confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and the numbers are going. We'll give James a few more minutes, and then we'll call it an evening.
If people don't want to stay tuned in when we're talking about diarrhea.
Yeah.
Why?
We're talking about what you might catch in the Philippines.
We are giving sound medical advice.
Yes, that's right. I mean, before we were talking about Philadelphia
Sidecar, yeah.
sidecar. Now we're
Yeah.
and
The
just to
show's
watch
not going to the shit. It's been there the whole
John
time.
kind of have the
What?
when he found out what it was. Yep. Things you find out on TikTok. Yeah, there you go.
I didn't find out on TikTok.
Yeah.
No,
I
it-
found out right here on this show.
And Art, I haven't actually talked to you since you insulted me about my hair yesterday.
I saw your buggy ride and your doom buggy, and your hair was just like,
Oh, it was windy yesterday too.
yeah.
So it wasn't
I'm
just
like,
driving the doom buggy; it was doom buggy plus the wind. And Art posted underneath of it. Now we know why his hair looks like that.
Well, Don, I'm jealous. I wish I had hair like
It
yours.
was mean and hurtful and uncalled for. I cried myself to sleep last night. I hope you know that. I did. I wept tears, sadness, and I came on here with a brave smile tonight. But I just couldn't let you end the show without addressing this rift that you caused, sir.
Well, what you need to do. Speaking of the devil, this is going to be my driver, my companion for a couple days. It's James.
James!
Hey, James.
All the way from Liquor
Hey.
City.
It's about time, sir. We were getting ready to quit.
I'm sorry. I'm like, but,
Now James is here. It's going to go on for another 3 hours.
Oh,
there
James.
you go. There you go. Actually,
I have something
Yeah, what you got?
that a subscriber to my channel gave me, which I'm going to bring one bottle of Vermont homemade
Maple
syrup.
syrup. Oh, you know my
So I'm
weak
going to bring
spot.
one of these. I know how much you love syrup. I'm going to bring one of these with me.
You know my weak spot. I'm late this morning. I can't get these Chinese Apple AirPod things to work. I was hoping so I didn't have to wear these.
James,
big
I'm bringing some extra headphones like the ones I've got. I'm going to
Okay.
get one of those.
Well, we'll set up right when you're doing a live stream from the house here. Okay.
Yep.
Well, we'll set it from back here. I got to tell you, we're on Starlink right now, so
Awesome.
we're on the Wi-Fi portion of Starlink, not the hardwire that we've got going to the house. So we it's working really good. If you watch,
Yeah, so it looks good.
my Starlink videos, it's outstanding. We had the HOA annual general meeting here, and they used our facility back here for the election committee work back here.
Ooh,
And there were like 4 or 5 connections to the Starlink using the Zoom, because that's how they did it, and it was strong through the Wi-Fi way back here from the house all the way back here. So
nice,
wonderful.
Update on the Starlink. We're really happy with it right now.
Well, I'm really looking forward to doing the live stream from there. I'm hoping we get a lot of viewers from my channel and from your folks there in your neck of the woods.
I noticed you're a little low on your your viewers this morning when I popped in here this morning. Is there like a big is something else going on?
Because a lot of folks are at the drone meetup down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And that is that because this is no, but they're not there doing anything at nighttime, right?
They're out to dinner right now.
Oh,
yeah,
out to
they're at dinner right now.
And a lot of them went to bed because they've been up since early morning.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I see. I see, or I don't see. Bill's not here inside.
No, he was in earlier with Jim Beauchart, and Alexis was with them. Yeah.
Brad keeps on
physically
being mean to me.
together?
Yep.
Oh, that's neat. That's so neat.
Charles, you need to act as a bouncer in the chat and make Brad stop picking on me. Be rad.
But
So
yeah.
looking forward to coming there today. Spent a lot of time just updating all the firmware on all the drones, because DJI decided, oh, we need another firmware update. Get out the Avada, do the update on. I did the drone, I did the controller, I did the goggles, and I had to do the same thing with the Air 2.
Okay.
I had to do the drone and the controller. So that was a lot of work.
Well, if you would have got over here and you didn't have the firmware updated, we're not like we're on a different planet or something like that. The Philippines has internet. You could have done your firmware updates here. Wouldn't have been a problem. But that's good. That's good to prepare and get all that, so you don't have to mess with that when you go. How many? You're bringing multiple drones? Did you say?
No, just the Avada.
The Avada. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
well, that's good. Mm-hmm. Well, you'll have fun. You'll have fun with it around here. There's just so many neat things. I just hope you don't get too brave and go down in some of the jungle areas around here.
Yeah, he's gonna crash it back over your fence in the jungle and say, "Jay, can you go get it for me?"
Yeah,
I can't. Well, I can't get it. I don't know. I don't even know how to get on the other side of the perimeter wall out here, because it's literally jungle over on the other side over there. So
yeah, James, just follow that beeping sound.
Just climb the wall and hop over. And
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, climb over all that barbed wire, razor, Constantine stuff up there.
Don't you have like a jacket or something throw over it? I've seen movies.
Yeah. Yeah. Andrew just says buy a machete.
No, I don't have a machete. I have a bolo knife. They use that. They use the bolo knife through here. So that's the survival tool of here. Every guy around here has a bolo. They'll walk up and down the streets with the bolo knife and stuff like that. Yeah.
So, I do have a knife that was made in the Philippines. It's called a kris. You know what a kris is?
The ones that flip out. No, not that one. No, which one?
It's got the curved blade.
Ah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for doing circumcisions.
Oh yeah. It's like
that's just one curve, isn't it?
It's like an 8-inch. I don't have it with me out here right now, but when my dad was stationed in the Philippines, one of the locals made him this knife, and the blade was made from a truck spring from a Japanese truck, and the hilt was made from brass from ammo, and the handle was made from a carabao horn, which would be a cow. For Dom.
Well, Art, I think you're going to be lucky. We have the cabinet maker. He's here. He was here just a couple of days this past week, and he's still got a couple more days worth of work. You will be the first person, because we've just had this hole in the wall in the 2 bedrooms on the first floor, and they've never had cabinets or wardrobes and no place to hang up clothes. Wow. You will be the first one. It should be done by the time that you get here. I made him promise me that'll be done before Friday. So he's working hard. He's got a lot done, and it actually looks pretty nice. I'll be doing just a short video on his install, just very, very short. But I'm going to be doing the wardrobe cabinets in the master bedroom area in our walk-in closet up there. So that'll be a full series on that. That will take probably at least 2 or 3 episodes to do that one, because we're doing some weird stuff on that one. But he's doing a good job. He's doing a real good job. I went out and purchased all the materials, and I just hired this guy because he's a professional. And I wanted to get it done real quickly, because when I do a project, it might take me months to do the project, because I'll just do a little bit here. I'll take my time. I'll be very meticulous and things like that. But since this was time sensitive, I went ahead just for you. I hired some guy to come out here.
Awesome.
Look at that. Mark Sullivan gifted 5 ArtCo Drone Solutions memberships.
Oh, he did? Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
I figure we might interrupt there and say thank you, Mark Sullivan.
Mark Sullivan. Well, thank you very much, sir. That's awesome. That really helps out, too. So,
Well, Art,
James,
I don't-
when I do my live stream, are you going to be streaming from your tablet? You can watch my stream. I'll send you a link, and then you can. But not sure if you could. Yeah, you could do a restream on
No,
your channel.
I'll just do like what we do when we have a Zoom conference meeting right here. You can set up right
Okay.
here. And I'll just set up the table. The table's big. It hosts 6 people here at the
I
table.
could put another camera on there. And do you
Yeah.
have a like a USB-C? They'll plug right into your laptop there. And then
I do.
we could do like 2 cameras. Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got
Well-
this is a GoPro 5. I've got a 7 and a couple of GoPro 3s. Yep.
I have the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10. That's the ones that I have.
Wow.
I've retired several of them because they fell in the concrete too many times. So concrete mixes. So those we don't use those anymore. And the one I use the most right now is the 9. I have the 9 and the 10, but the 10 does weird stuff. And the 9, I don't know if you've done this before, but there's actually there's like some Android software that you can use, and it makes it real easy to transfer the files from the GoPro to your laptop without taking the SD card that's inside there out. The 10 doesn't allow me to do it for some reason. I don't know why.
Wow.
They've done something a little different to the firmware in the 10, so I can't use that one. So I primarily for ease, and there's not a lot of difference between the 9 and the 10 anyway. I think they just upgraded the processor, and
Yeah.
it's just speed type of things inside there. And
I
the
think it
9
stays
works.
cooler too, doesn't it? A little bit.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I've read all the horror stories about the heat problems, and I've had heat problems with the earlier versions, like the 7 and the 8. I've had it lock up on me before. That's why even those are retired right now. But I haven't had a problem with the 9, and I just don't use the 10 because it's inconvenient for always having to pop the card out every time I want to grab a file off.
I just upgraded to the 10 last summer. Before that, I kept the Hero 4. I've still got the Hero 4.
Whoa, that's old school there.
Yeah, but the Hero 4 was so solid, and I used it a lot. And
You know what?
Well,
I've
they're
got
good.
the Hero 4 Session.
ooh,
Yeah.
I got one of those too.
Well, Art, I'm surprised you're not using the DJI, because the DJI's got the camera that's just like the.
Well, I've got
like
the
there
DJI
it is, right there.
Pocket, Osmo Pocket. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the Osmo Pocket, which is
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, I think Chuck also has the.
Yeah,
the
he's
DJI.
got the
What he
Pocket
uses, right?
and the Pocket too.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, the 9 is my workhorse right now, and that's what I use pretty much on everything. And I don't know, Don, do you have the media mod?
No, I do not.
For you, that I love it. Oh,
Really?
that is one of the best. Now some people complain. I think it was Jim Beauchart that complained. He was the first one in our group here that got the media mod, and he talked about it. And I think he said with the media mod, he has a problem with the overheating on whatever version of the GoPro that he has, the generation. But I haven't had that problem, and I really like the fact that it's very easy to change from the front microphone to the back microphone very quickly through the settings inside there.
See, if I catch audio, I'm usually catching audio on a dedicated recorder.
Yeah. Well,
But
that's
having the
an
media
additional
mod,
piece of hardware. That's a big additional piece of hardware. that you
actually,
got there.
it's not. It is my old it's upstairs, I think. It's my old iPod or iPhone 5S that I just set to. I plug my mic into that and use that as a recorder.
Okay.
So it's not a big piece of equipment. It's not like I'm carrying a Tascam DR40 or something with me.
Yeah.
But
So nowadays, for me, I use one of 2 different options when I'm doing my audio recording on my videos. It's either using the media mod with the front or the back camera. I never use the internal GoPro
now,
mic.
the media
It's
mod
horrible.
lets you plug in an external mic like a lav.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I would be using if I was going to have the media mod. That's why I would be getting it.
Well, that's
just
my
for that.
section. That's my second. That's my section option that I use. And I use, if I do anything where I'm going to be more than about 5 feet away from the camera, then I use my wireless, and the receiver is on the camera. It's very easy to clip on to the hot shoe, cold shoe mount that's on the top. And then you use the little connection, the little.
So what wireless are you using?
Oh gosh, I have 2 of them. What's the Rode? I use the Rode.
Okay.
The Rode works really well. Yeah. I bought a like my little knockoff Chinese Apple AirPod things right here. I bought a knockoff of the Rode. It's a different Chinese company. But it seemed to work good at first, but then it started doing some weird stuff. But I got to tell you, even with the Rode, sometimes I have some anomalies that go on. One of my last videos, I don't know if it was the last one or the one before the last one.
Oh yeah,
I had to make an apology on there because the audio, and it could have been my fault because most of the time these things are meant to mount like on your collar or or on.
Right.
And I didn't want everybody to see the device itself so much, so I reversed it and I put it on the inside of my shirt.
Yeah.
And
then it sounded kind of like that for a few seconds.
Well, worse, even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. My guess now, the element on those, because I haven't seen it up close. The element, is it outward facing?
No, it's in the top. It's in the
very top.
Yeah, the microphone is in the very top where the buttons and all are. But that's also because that's where you put the.
See, I was wondering. I was wondering if it is slightly outward facing. You flipped it around and put that right up against your skin.
No. It's actually and I. That's the first time I've exhibited that problem before. I've actually done it before and put it on the inside. And all the video that day, which that was a pretty long video if I remember correctly.
Yes, that last one that I watched was
I think that was like over half an hour for that one. Yeah,
Yep.
but I got to tell you, getting off subject for the wireless microphone, that video actually did and is still doing really good. That video right now, I just went back and I looked at it, and we have 99% more views than I normally get at that time. So it's almost double the amount of views that we have for that specific video right there. And that's the one. That's the one that Bianca sang.
Oh yes, I was talking about Bianca earlier in the show.
Yeah, so that's a really popular. It's a really popular video. The last 2 videos I did actually turned out really well.
Howdy, Swift Duck. Thanks for coming. Good to see you. So looking forward to coming down there. I'll bring my Chef Boyardee uniform, and hopefully I could do a collab with Ness on making something, and we could make fun of Uncle Roger. You know who Uncle Roger is? Oh, his name is Nigel Ning, and he's from Malaysia, but he lives in London. He's a stand-up comic. He does this character, Uncle Roger, and he talks in an accent, and he wears this orange polo shirt with khakis, and he's always he's like this food critic, and he's always complaining about who's that cook? The guy that he's the mean guy, that mean chef. He's always making fun of him.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay, and he's got a couple catchphrases he uses, like "Fooey" or "Heya," which is kind of like "Oy vey" in Indonesian. But check him out, and we'll make a few references, because if he sees his name being used, that'll drive views to that video.
Yeah,
because he's quite big.
Well, we're blocking out that time for you. So whatever you want to do,
Awesome.
Art. Yep, and maybe we'll do some traveling. Maybe we'll drive up to Tagaytay. If you want to bring your drone, I don't know what the Avada's distance is up there, but you can
It's
get.
got a 15-minute flight time, so it's more like.
No, you won't be able to use it for
no,
that.
I'm not going to be going out to the island and back. No.
Well, how many batteries do you have with that?
I'll bring 3 batteries.
Bring 3 batteries. But Tagaytay is really beautiful. Even if you can't fly out to the lakeside from Tagaytay, just around the Tagaytay area, if you get it with the back of your drone facing the volcano and the lake, and the front pointing towards the hillside, all the stuff that's built up on the hillside on Tagaytay, you'll get some really, and you can do that in 15 minutes. You shouldn't have any problem with that. So we'll do one trip there, and I don't know what else. We'll figure something out. You might just want to just chill out and relax back here in the backyard for most.
I know. I've seen your. I'm really looking forward to seeing that, because I remember 6 years ago when it was nothing there. It was before you started digging. Before you started clearing the place, and just watching that. I mean, that was those videos were the highlight of my day. When I came home from work, I would watch that video and watch the progression of the build. I'm like going, because it just really caught me. I'm like going, really interesting to see how they do things there. And now with the new construction, where you that special board where they pour the cement,
the wall board, and the AC blocks, all that. Yeah, I got to do an update on some of that. But we'll walk down. I'll take you down because you're coming at a perfect time, and you'll still get to see the construction that's going on here in the subdivision. There's a lot of stuff going on, and 2 of them are walking distance here from the house. So we'll take you over there.
Well, I need to see Chris and Nelia's lot.
It's only 2 lots. 2 lots. 1, 2, 3 lots down from us right here.
Yep.
Yeah, you can take a look at that. Yeah.
So yeah, they want to sell that lot, and I may have a buyer for them. So
okay.
Yep. Cool.
So yeah. Don.
Yes.
Don't ever ask Art for information about flight itineraries or anything like that. Don't ever ask him.
I don't know. So I asked him, when are you leaving? And he's like, the 6th.
He's been saying, that's what he's been saying here.
And then he's like
saying what?
And he's talking about his trip, and he's talking, I'm going to do this and this, and then I'm hoping to do this. And it's like, you're going across the world and you're hoping. I don't know if I could do that. I would have to have
a
book.
I said, this is what I did. I asked Art, I said, send me your flight number, the time of arrival, and the terminal lecture, because they have like 4 big ass terminals here. They're big and they're kilometers away from each other. They're not. You can't walk in between any of them. You have to drive quite a distance. So I said, give me your arrival time, your flight, and the terminal that you come in here. And then he sends me. No, your first email was, I'm going to be there at 7 p.m. That's all I got from him. That's all. One line. I'm going to be there at
7:30.
I'll walk outside and yell for you.
Maybe 7:30. Maybe 7:30.
That I did mention, hey, Terminal 1, but you didn't pay attention.
No, you didn't.
I told you it was going to be the 7th of April, and
not until today. After. Okay, well, let me finish the story. So the first time was 7:30, and then he sends me an update. But I asked him back. I said, well, give me the flight number. I already got what time you're going to be. Give me the flight number and the terminal number that
you have a bug crawling on the camera.
Do I? Oh, yeah. I do. It looks like it's like a little mini scorpion is what it looks like.
It crawled right across the screen. It's like, is that a bug crawl?
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know, but it just got inside the back panel of my Mac. So I just tried to kill it, and I didn't want this big squash thing
Oops.
on my. And I would probably squash it right on the.
You'll have to
on
debug
the
it.
camera. I have to debug it. So anyway, so he come. I asked him to give me the terminal that he's going to arrive in, because I'm not sure. Each airline has a specific terminal. Normally, the terminal 1 is for international, but sometimes international flights for things like Philippine airline, they can go like in terminal 2 when they come inside. Yeah, they're so you have to really know which one it is. So I sent it to him. I said, give me the flight number and the terminal.
I did
and the
give
terminal.
you the flight
and
number.
then the second time he sends, oh, my flight has changed to 6:30. That's all I got, 6:30. So I sent him another one. I said, give me the flight information and the terminal that you're coming into. And then the next one he gives me, the next one that I looked at this morning.
Can you copy paste what the airlines gave you? Just
Then he sends me. He did send me the PH, and then I said Philippine Airlines. I said okay. And I sent him one more. I said
yes, because I forgot to put the terminal. I thought I'd given terminal, but yeah, I did give him the right terminal, because I went back and looked and it said terminal 1.
And the very, very worst week you can do any travel in the Philippines. The very, very, very worst week is Holy Week here.
Mm-hmm.
That's like April 1st or 2nd through like around the 8th, right? And what day do you arrive? What day do you arrive here, Art?
Good Friday.
So and he arrived, and I think
I'm gonna leave on Easter Sunday.
He arrives around 6:30, and the worst time, the very, very, very worst time on the very, very, very worst week of the year to travel in the Philippines on the tollways is like during the time period that he lands. It's like from about 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon to about 7 p.m. at night. I told him, I sent him a message, and I said, normally what would take me an hour and 15 minutes to get into Manila, about an hour and 30 minutes to get to the airport, could take 8 hours, 8 to 12 hours it could take if you hit the time wrong during Holland. So I don't know how it's gonna. I'm hoping it'll play out okay. We'll see. So
James, you're supposed to leave the day before, camp out.
The day before?
Yeah, camp out and wait for Art. That way.
Yeah. Just bring mosquito netting.
Why are you making things difficult?
Well, you know what time my plane landed the last time I went to the Philippines? 12 a.m. And I didn't want to do that because I was just so darn tired when I landed. And Yolanda was waiting for me. And then I got hit with one of those cab scams where they wanted like several thousand pesos just to go a few blocks to Pasay to the hotel. And what? Yeah. That's like $75 just to go half a mile.
They saw you coming, Art. They saw you coming.
Yep. Well, Yolanda was nice enough to.
I'll be honest with you, Art. I prefer, if I have to pick somebody or drop somebody off, the 11 to 12 p.m. At the latest time of the night. That's actually the best time to do that. That's the.
Well, I'm looking forward to some San Mig while I'm there. Or
see,
any of
James,
that Johnny
you picked
Walker
on him, and you're gonna make him take a shot. He's drinking now because you were picking on him. Look at him, poor guy.
Did I drive him to drink?
I think so. It looks like his face tells me he likes it too.
Well, you will be here because you're coming in on Friday, and Saturday we have the open gate neighbor policy inside here.
Right.
So you'll get to meet some of the fine folks. Maybe you could, if you want to, during that you can take some video. I'm sure they won't mind you. I don't do that. I don't do that because I just don't do that. But if you want to do that to kind of show what retirees, especially expat retirees, all of them aren't expat. Well, hold on, wait a minute. No, all of them aren't. But most of them are. And the expat community here is growing leaps and bounds. We were when it first started here, it was probably 90% Filipino to Filipino people that own property inside here, and 10% expats. Now I would say it's at least 50%, half and half. And what I'm noticing, because a lot of the folks are people that purchase properties here that found out about our subdivision from our vlog, and I would say it was probably this is going to be more international than it will be Filipino families inside it.
And you know, James, the people that own this community are saying, "Wow, that James Tanner, boy, we're getting primo bucks
he's
for
promoting
all
this
these
place.
lots here. He's driving up the costs of all these lots. We're making a crap ton of money."
Actually, not real. I will tell you, and it's kind of weird because people keep coming to us and they're purchasing lots here, and they're saying they're skeptical about buying properties here because our prices are low. The prices right now, I think the last time I spoke with the agent that's responsible, I think they're 6,000 pesos per square meter here. When you go right across the street to a comparable subdivision, which is Hacienda Santa Monica, which is across the street, and I think they're like 14,000 pesos per square meter. Mount Malariat, and it's pretty exclusive. That's where I did the video on the golf resort over there. I think they're like 30,000 pesos per square meter over there. So the prices here have stayed normally every single year inside the subdivision. The prices go up about 10%. And 2 years ago, at the beginning of the pandemic, the developer, the senior partner of the development company that owns all the property inside here, he retired and he went down to Bacolod, and he's down there, and he's the one who always made those decisions, and his family's running the business right now. And I think they're kind of on the back burner with doing any updates or anything. So it's been lucky that the prices haven't gone up when all the prices on lots around us have been skyrocketing. It's been relatively stable here. I don't know how long that's going to last, but they sold a lot of lots during that time period. I think mainly because of the pricing.
I look at some of your videos and it's just like, oh my God, that's so beautiful.
Oh, this place, this subdivision is really, when the way it's set up and the a lot of times when a developer goes to build a new subdivision, they wipe everything out, they clear it.
Well, every tree. Is it the fact that you're in that tropical area that the vegetation grows back so quickly that you can do that? You can actually do like a clean wipe, and then it will actually cover up a lot of that.
Well, yeah,
those scars that are made in the construction.
Well, it's not just here; it's everywhere in the Philippines because the weather here is.
Lon, I sent you a link if you want to pop in.
Because it's like, in some of those earlier videos you see, okay, here's the ugly, but it doesn't last and it's gone. Like within like a couple videos, it's erased, and it's like here you get construction and it looks ugly. You gotta wait 5 years for something to actually grow back and actually start looking natural again.
Well, they did something, Don. They did something here that's different from almost every other subdivision that I've seen. That I walk through the gates and I go inside at the very beginning. Like I said, most subdivisions they wipe everything out. What they did here, they cleaned it up. They cleaned the properties up, but they hired a big architectural firm, one of the biggest ones in the Philippines. They're Palafox Associates, and they came in, and what they did at the very onset, when the subdivision was cleared back around 2005, and when they put the first house down around 2006, what they did was they did an architectural design inside here and planted all the trees and everything at the very beginning
to work with the architecture.
Yeah. So, and most places don't do
a
that.
Very Frank Lloyd Wright type way of approaching construction.
A good way.
Cool.
A good way to look at it. So that's why it's a little bit unique from the other ones. And so the subdivision now is about 15, 16 years old, and it only takes 15 years for almost, even like for a coconut. If you plant a coconut seedling here, it'll grow 75 feet in 15 years. About 15 years when it gets to maturity at whatever the maximum height that it's normally going to stay at. So they're already there. So they planted a bunch of seedlings around here, and you can see everywhere. There's coconut trees everywhere around.
Just look at James's front yard.
Yeah,
got that huge coconut tree.
Yeah. Well, we have three. You see, these are my coconut tree. You see that right there? That's my coconut, and that's only 5 years old. Five.
James, I think I figured out why your latest video has done so well.
Why is that?
Well, I went to your channel and looked, and the last 6 videos, there's your goofy face pointing, and then the next one is your goofy face pointing, goofy face pointing, goofy face pointing, goofy face pointing, a cute girl on the thumbnail. Yeah. So I think maybe the cute girl in the thumbnail helped your statistics a little bit on that.
Oh, the cute girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bianca.
That's Bianca. Yeah, yeah. Now, come on. It's not all, because I don't do that. I don't bait. But the main.
He's not a clickbaiter.
Oh, right. You don't bait. That's true. You don't.
Yeah. That main video was dedicated
he's not master.
To Bianca. Yeah. The main thing on that video was to promote Bianca's career. She's actually going to be one of the next biggest stars, Filipino stars. That's going to be doing stuff probably in the U.S. probably with big companies like Disney. She'll be in, and so
the previous 3 videos before her, you had Elon Musk's big square head sitting there. On the thumbnail.
But look at the first. Look at the Starlink, the first one. I got 30,000.
Oh, that's 25K. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. That's a pretty good one. Yeah.
So, and there was no cute girl. Oh, well, my wife was in the background. That was.
Oh yeah, you better be careful there.
But so
actually,
of course,
you get good numbers.
Yeah. See, he's almost to 60K.
But we've been around for a while, though, Art. We've been around since 2017. Yeah.
Well, I just announced that next week my channel will be 5 years old.
Ah.
Yeah, so when I do my live stream from Villa Feliz...
Are you going to wear a birthday hat?
We'll do a big... we need to have a big celebration. Yeah.
Yep. But, Don, we're respectable, but it's been a lot of hard work. This is steady. This is not a. It's steady. I have people that subscribe and they stay and they watch each video over and over again. I get the same.
Yep.
I have very committed subscribers on the channel here, and so
Art has subscribers that should be committed.
Yeah, that's right. They should be. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I've broken 3K subscribers.
Congratulations!
All right,
congratulations.
And I don't know. It's like right after I did that one video at Lake Harbor, all of a sudden my channel just blew up. It's like holy crap! I got 8,000 views on that video. And then on another video that I did, I got 7,000 views on it. I'm like, oh crap! Man.
Eric is asking what the channel is.
Oh, it is My PI Dream.
Yeah, My PI Dream.
Yep.
And the PI stands for Philippine Islands.
Yeah.
Or what they call Philippine Islands over here.
James, I love that Eric asked what's the name of the channel, and you didn't just spout it out. You just had to say, Eric is asking. It's like, I'm not going to hard sell. Art, could you tell me it's your channel? I don't want to plug anything here.
No, I don't have Bermuda. I don't have Bermuda back in Charleston. I have centipede. I use centipede grass back there. The Bermuda is more adept to like Florida. the really the really super hot, and but the centipede does the best. And they don't have centipede here inside the Philippines, but what they have is bluegrass. Now, the three main grasses that they have here are bluegrass, carabelle, and froggrass. And it's not a heck of a lot of difference between the carabelle and the froggrass. And I don't want to offend anybody, but carabelle and froggrass in the U.S. is a weed that we try to eradicate. It's like if you have a really wet area and you get all these like weedy, viney things that are growing in that really damp area, and you have a problem with it, it kind of takes over your good grass. We try to eradicate that, but over here, it's similar. It's not exactly the same as that, but I'm sure it's some kind of variety in the family of that weed that we have there. But it actually covers the ground over here, the carabelle and the froggrass, and it's very easy to maintain. And that's the main reason the majority of the people use
you don't have to mow it.
You don't. Well, you do have to mow it, but you only have to mow it like once every 2 months. And they don't mow it with a lawnmower. They use the weed whacker, and they do their whole yard with the weed whacker, and then they're good for a couple of months. And even after a couple of months, when they do cut it, it's really not that bad because it stays very, very low. It doesn't really grow tall.
It's a real flat grow. It's more like a vine that grows out. You know.
Yeah. But it's very easy to maintain.
And that's the one thing I noticed when I was at Bad Lads Resort. Their lawn was that frog grass. I'm like going, oh God, this is what kind of grass is that? And then I see if you go back in and watch James' channel when they first put in the grass, how did they do it? It was like postage stamp size little blotches, not next to each other, but a few inches apart. And you know what? It worked out great because that filled in so quickly. 6
months, it was like a perfect lawn all the way across the board. And they do that to save money. They do that to save money. It's when it comes in, it's not like in the U.S. and they come in, you get the big rolls. You get the big rolls, or
that's what I was going to mention. It's not like a big sod farm.
Yeah, instant gratification. You come, the guys come out, and in one afternoon, you have a fully sodded yard that's fully complete, and you're mowing in about a week to 2 weeks after that. You're doing regular yard maintenance. Over here, it comes in sacks. It comes in like rice. They bring rice sacks over here. They go to a farm a sod farm, and they cut sections out. Then they put it in a rice sack, and they stack the rice sacks in the back of somebody's truck. Then they drop the rice sacks off. Then they take each one, and they're pretty big. I don't know, maybe 18 or 20 inches by 20 inches. They come in these little sod pieces, but then they take it out, and then they tear apart the sod, the full size sod, and then they do that, and they do that because they can actually do an entire yard the size of this right here in a tenth or a 20th of the amount of money that they have would if you were sodding the entire yard.
And when I watch that video, I'm like going, that's going to look like hell after. To my surprise, after a couple months,
spreads underground, right?
Holy crap!
It spreads through the underground rhizomes and up. Is that what that grass does? It's not clumping. That grass, it's not a clumping grass. It spreads out.
Yeah,
from the underground rhizomes and up.
And it just propagates like bamboo, almost like bamboo. Just keeps growing out, and out. It just it doesn't like centipede. Centipede. I'm used to centipede. That's what we have in our place in Charleston, and it has runners. And when the runners go out, on the runners, the leaves themselves, they create more roots. And then they grow out, and that's. I mean, you just need some run. If you have a bad spot in your yard in the southeast in the U.S., you just cut a bunch of these runners off, and you just poke them in a little good area where the dirt is soft, and then they go on their own. They do themselves, and they fill in those bald spots.
Now, if you look at James's driveway, he has that where. He puts that, what is that brick?
It's grass block.
In between,
grass block.
Yeah, and in between the brick, he's got grass growing
Well,
there.
Well, it's supposed to, Don, Charles, the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a grass block, and in between, in the hollow areas of each one of the blocks, is supposed to be grass growing in that.
Mm-hmm.
But the bluegrass is so it grows so well here. What happens is it's covered all the block. You can't even see the block. You
Yep.
can't even see the block anymore.
Mm.
And it looks like I'm driving on grass down from the street into my basement. And I could clean it up, and if I had a vehicle, because we have a big drop, it's pretty steep going down into the bay. Well, our basement is underground about a meter and a half, meter 2, meter and a half, and so if I didn't have 4-wheel drive, I would never be able to make it from my going up. My wheels would just slide on top of the grass. Then I would have to, because when I first put it in, there was no problem.
Well, yeah,
but
you're on the stone. Yeah.
Yes, but I like the grass and it looks good and it just makes the yard look much greener. So
I've seen where they've planted like a low growing thyme and stuff like that with the blocks and planted the green between that on different locations, and it grows really low. But yeah, that runner type grass.
Well, Andrew said Bermuda has runners, and Bermuda and centipede are very similar, except for the thickness of the blades and the evasiveness of the root. Bermuda grass, oh my God, it's so the root system is so thick, and it gets very compact under Bermuda. You probably need the aeration process where you have the thing with
plugs.
You could do the plugs, and then you take that and you break that up with the mulcher on your lawnmower, and you normally at the same time that you mulch, you do a broadcast of fertilizer, and when it mulches, it takes the fertilizer and the mulched up soil that it removed, and it puts it back down inside the holes, and it will do the feeder roots of all the Bermuda grass and even the centipede. But I haven't had to do that so far over here. 5 years of the grass here, and I've done no aerating, and it seems to be doing real well here, the bluegrass.
So, James, how much cooler is your basement area compared to the upstairs area?
Probably about 5 degrees Fahrenheit, about 3 degrees centigrade, something like that. It's always cooler. So we don't really, during the wintertime, we don't really spend a lot of time, even though wintertime, when we think of winter, we think in the U.S., we think of snow and, freezing temperatures and stuff like that. Here, wintertime, the coldest it gets here is maybe 70 degrees. That's freezing for us. 70 degrees Fahrenheit here. That's freezing here. And that's like December and January is the January and February, something like that here. But we don't really do a lot in the basement during the wintertime because it's very comfortable, the temperature, because we don't run the air conditioner hardly at all. We almost never run the air conditioner here. But during the summertime, when it really gets hot and it's a little bit warmer, what Ness and I will often do is we'll say, let's go ahead and retire for the evening down in the basement, because we have the home theater system set up there, and we'll watch movies and everything from the projector screen down there. And it's cool. It's very comfortable down there. We have the little ceiling. We have a little ceiling fan above the chairs where we watch the movies, and it's very, very comfortable. So the summertime, we spend a lot of time down in the basement because of the coolness. And it's not really a true basement when you normally think of basement that's fully underground. It's
more like a garden level.
Basically. Half of it's underground, and the other half is above ground, like you would have a subfloor in your house if you were building.
It's just like a walkout.
Well, it's like my apartment where I live. I'm like, maybe 4 feet underground.
That's a really nice apartment there, Art, with all that wood stuff in the background you got there. That's
I
really
know.
That's nice. But it's comfortable. It's if I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I was gonna say I don't know why more people don't have.
There's my window, and there's my floor. There's my amp, and then my line pedal, where I have multiple distortion and fuzz. Yep, and
Art, you play the guitar?
Hey, there's my mini Squire right there.
All right, you play
I,
guitar.
I do make noise. Yes, I do.
Well, we're gonna make some noise when you come here, boy.
I have an Ibanez RG guitar that's it's kind of there we go.
Yeah. Evening,
There we
Jim.
go.
But
hold that thought.
okay, I can talk now that Art doesn't have his headphones in. Art's going to really enjoy the pool because we got a section just for him. It's 5 inches deep. That he's gonna love. Well, that's where we set up. We have the chairs. We have the pool Adirondack type chairs inside there. It's basically you can go in there fully dressed. If you're in shorts,
and sit down, just soak your feet.
Just put your feet inside there, read a book, relax, listen to the music around the yard. We put the yard speakers around the yard, and it's really relaxed. He'll enjoy that. I'm anxious for him to come and just relax. So.
Yeah, just looking at your backyard and your videos, it's like, yeah, take a vacation, just spend the entire time there. Why would you need to go anywhere? You built your vacation home. It's a home where you don't have to go on vacation. You just sit.
That's what I tell my wife all the time. But she's like, "Yeah, but we got to go. We got to do traveling. This place is I haven't been yet. We got to go."
Why? When you have do you have a Kindle? You have every book in the world and a place to read it. Oh, yeah.
That and me, I'm totally happy. I am so content.
That's
my idea of a vacation is to find a good, nice place just to sit and read.
2 humbuckers and a single coil.
Yeah.
And it is nice.
Well, we got an array.
Lloyd Rose tremolo.
Yeah.
And a locking nut up at the top. Yep.
Well, we have an array of guitars here, and there's probably I have not counted the guitars. There's a lot of guitars inside here. Strats, Les Pauls, acoustic guitars.
Ooh.
We have a little bit of everything inside. And Ness has her. She's got about 3 or 4 bass guitars down there.
I saw her ukulele bass.
Isn't that awesome? Did you? I don't know how it came through.
It sounds it sounds very good.
It sounds like a bluegrass stand-up bass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I also have a lap steel guitar. I have a Rogue, which is right behind my green screen, and you know what? It's got telescopic legs on it.
Oh,
that screw right into the guitar, and I'm going to be doing an upgrade. I'm taking out the stock pickup and putting in a DiMarzio hot rail in it, so it'll sound real nice. And I've got a list of tunings here. The Dobro is GBD, which is fairly common, or the C6 would be CEG ACE, which is the most common. And then there's the D minor, which is Dad Fad. And then there's the D sus4, which would be Dad Gad. Because I have limited use in my hands, I thought, hey, lap steel would probably be about my speed. I could put the picks on my finger and put the slide on there, and boo, yeah.
Well, Jim is challenging you to pick a tune, man. Why don't you pick us a tune, huh?
You know what? I will do that when I'm back here after the trip.
There you
go. Plug in one of my guitars. I do have a video on my channel where you can hear me make a little bit of noise on there, where I do a little bit of what is it? Secret Asian Man. That's like one of the easiest songs. That and
He's a man who lives a life of danger.
Smoke on the Water and Sunshine
Smoke on the Water
of Your
is the
Love
song that should not be
another one.
played ever.
Well, thankfully, I don't know how to play Stairway to Heaven.
To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger.
Yeah.
How you let the wrong word slip?
So I got a
persuasive lips.
I got a message from my drummer. We haven't played in quite a while, and he sent me a message yesterday. And he said, he must have been in a bar or club somewhere down here in Leaf. He says, I'm seeing someone here playing rhythm guitar and vocal. His dad is the owner of Cabaret Bar in Batangas City with a full band show. He says, let's go down and jam with him if you want. I'm like, I'm in. I'm all about
there
jamming.
You go.
But Batangas City that's quite a drive to go down.
Yeah,
to just do it.
I've been there.
We're a little bit locally here in Lipa. That's my dream, to retire here and also to be able to be comfortable and know some of the restaurant and club owners around here, and be invited on time to do the really small venues in some of these clubs, even if it's nothing but like me and Ness and our drummer doing a very, very small venue inside this place.
Cool.
That is my idea of real retirement. I love to be able to play music and to just enjoy relaxing in this beauty here.
Now, James, do they have comedy clubs there in the Philippines?
They might maybe in Manila, but there's nothing like that around here.
You know what? I think the Philippines is probably really ripe if someone could set up like a tour where, okay, you're playing Manila, and then you go down to Batangas, and then you go, okay, your next gig is, set up like a string of like weekend shows, like Fridays, Saturdays, because the Philippines, especially in Luzon, that'd be about equivalent to driving around Colorado, going to Colorado Springs, then to Fort Collins, then to maybe Grand Junction out on the West Slope. Set up a tour like that and start cultivating local talent there.
Yeah. Well, they love comedy here, because I know Thursday is Rotary Day for us, and part of our agenda, they have like the opening prayer, we do the national anthem, and then we have community singing, and then right after community singing, we have joke time. That's built into the agenda that we have here. And
you know what? I've done a few rodeo, not rodeo, but rotary places. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And and it's surprising how many people really, because they store in their phone. They get up there. They've been waiting all week to go up there and tell their little jokes up there, and they get up at the podium and they tell the jokes, and they're funny. But they're a little bit different. Well, I guess I can't say different than the jokes. They call them green jokes here, and and maybe sometimes in the U.S. maybe it would seem inappropriate, because but we do make jokes about things that probably aren't so appropriate. Let's say like that. Yeah. But they'll do that. But
they might be a little more free spirited.
So it's green jokes there, and here we call it working blue.
But it's the green jokes will be very like sexually connotations and all and things like that inside there, but it doesn't offend. Nobody gets offended in the way they do that. It's the way they do things.
Oh, here. You mean double entendre?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Well, I mean, they just come right out. They'll just come right out and say something. But it's funny. It's funny, and everybody accepts it, and it's the way things are done here. And but they do. They love their jokes. They love the jokes. So
Well,
maybe like a comedy club would actually go over pretty good.
Yeah,
And if they had a rotation of people that would come from time to time.
Say Manila or Angeles City. You know, maybe even how big is Lipa City?
It's pretty big. I mean, it's not.
I mean,
it's not huge.
It could probably support maybe a weekend place where Manila could do like Wednesday
every night.
Or every night. Yeah,
they could do it every night.
Kind of like New York or LA.
Manila is huge.
Yeah, and it could probably you could have several clubs around Manila.
And who knows, Art, they might actually have a comedy thing that's up, because there's areas set up in downtown Lipa where it's like you drive in on one street, inside there's like bar, restaurant, entertainment place, all the way inside these places. Ness and I haven't gone to any of those places yet. And maybe one evening we'll go down and we'll see what's going on with the scene down inside there. Maybe they do stuff like that. They could possibly be doing that, and we're just not aware of it.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, Mark R. White's an open mic night, and yeah.
Andrew says
that's how I got into comedy.
Andrew,
because I was near where I lived many years ago. I lived fairly close to the comedy club here in Denver, and I started going in and started watching the shows and asking questions and well, how do I do this? What do I need to do? And blah blah blah. And started talking to the manager, the club owner, and viewed the comments. And well, this is what you have to do, and that's what I did. I started going there, and then I went up on stage, and first time I went up, I, did a few jokes that I've heard, but they were more geared to what I was into, for someone with a disability. And who was the headliner? Sinbad.
Oh!
Sinbad. And after the show, I was sitting fairly close to the front of the stage, and he came and sat with me and started talking to me and said, man, you got it, man. You got the, stage presence, and all you need to do is work on your material, and you probably do pretty good.
Sinbad said that you had stage presence? What did you do with it?
Well, yeah.
I mean, did you pawn it or something?
Yeah, that's right. Pawned it. I only did for 25 years, Don.
Andrew
got to work with guys like Jeff Dunham and who else?
Yeah, but you got tired of did you get tired of being carried around in a suitcase?
Yeah, that whole Jose Jalapeno. He just kept
horrible roommate.
Horrible roommate. And Peanut, what a flippin' talker. He just wouldn't shut up. And Walter, what a flippin' complainer. Oh, it's too frickin' dark in here. We never go anyplace nice. Then I meet Mudball or Fisheye, and it's like, oh man, that's comedy genius right there.
Mm.
All right, you don't ever go back and watch your video after you've pushed it up, because you already know what was, because you were there for the video, right? So when you get done with this stream and it goes for
do you go back and watch
I'll go back and check and see how it's doing, and I go, oh,
you don't want to go.
Are you egomaniac that goes back and watch every second of it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that way.
I'd
be like,
you're welcome, James.
Oh, god damn, kill me.
I think I'm safe.
Oh yeah, you You know, Andrew, I worked with Jeff before Ahmed. This was before 9/11.
Ahmed is my favorite.
The
My favorite of the puppets.
I worked with him in the early 90s, and it was Peanut, Walter, and Jose.
Jose Jalapeno.
Jose Jalapeno on the stick. And when, because I'm a comedian and ventriloquists have a pretty bad reputation. Like, oh, that's not comedy. That's just. But when I worked with him, I'm like going, he blew my socks off. I watched.
And then he made a puppet out of him.
I watch every show, every night. Because normally when you're working with other headliners, you get to know their routine and it's like, oh yeah. Yeah. It was different routine, but it was a different vibe each night because sometimes something would happen and he would take off with it. And he just,
yeah, we talked about this
like,
last week or the week before. I think after the show, you and I were talking about them, and that unlike other ventriloquists, you see these other ventriloquists that get up and they've got their set routine, and that's what they know to do, and they do that routine, and he can improvise more.
Well,
within
he's
the
more of a comedian that could do ventriloquist. Hold on.
Bubba J, drinking beer.
There we go. Bubba Joe and Earl. Yeah. And, oh, and then he's got Ahmed's son.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that was hysterical. And he, you know, now with technology, with the 3D printing, I mean, his door is open for him. He could just go crazy. And he's developing new puppets. And he's very talented. And, you know, when I worked with him, he was still with his first wife. And he had 3 daughters. And they were probably, you know, pretty young. And to watch him rise, fall, rise, and now he's going around the world opening in arenas. How many comedians could do that? Not very many. I mean, Fluffy, you know, he could do it, but I can't see him going to other countries and doing huge arenas like that. But he does that here in the States. There are very few comedians that could do huge auditorium. I mean, Jay Leno, I saw him at a Betcher concert hall that could hold a couple thousand. It had a real terrible sound system, but he pulled it off, and yes, he does. He's like Jay Leno with his cars. And unfortunately, I never got a chance to work with Jeff Foxworthy, Ron Whiter, any of those guys. And they've come through Denver, and I never, you know, because when you're a road comic, that's the last thing you want to do is go see another comedian, you know, because you get jaded. You know, it's like, oh, God. Oh, it's Larry the Cable Guy. I wonder what kind of humor he's going to do, you know? But, Bill Engvall, he's passed through Denver quite a bit. I wish I had a chance to go check him out. But I've checked out other comics like Jerry Seinfeld. I got to watch him Not really impressed with them, but could have been. I got there on the wrong night where the energy wasn't all that good. Bill Hick, I got to see him before he passed away.
That's better than seeing him after.
Yeah, that's Sam Kinison. I've seen him twice. Hysterical, very funny. Who else did I see? Louis Anderson. I met him a couple times. Very funny. Wish the one comic I wish I got to see would be Judy Tenuta.
Judy
And
Tenuta. Yeah,
she's
she's great.
been through Denver several times. Got to work with Roseanne once. Funny lady. How many comics can you remember who have cratered their careers and then come back time and time again like Roseanne? I mean, like
Louis.
right after she did that infamous national anthem that killed her career, and then comes back, and then she gets a second run on the Roseanne show, and then makes a tweet that canceled her. Now she's making another comeback.
I hadn't heard of Judy Tenuta for years. I didn't know she died last year.
Yep, she passed away. She was married to Emo Phillips for a short while.
Yeah. Emo Phillips is another one of those I loved.
Yeah. Another one
I
that
like surreal comedy.
Yeah. Really? Go figure. Well, guys, we've done over 3 hours.
Yeah.
We've done a marathon show, so it is time to call it a night. I want to thank everybody in the chat. Mark R. White, thank you.
Okay, Charles,
Mark
sing our
Sullivan,
sing out
thank you
music here. Sing it.
for those super chat the thing.
Art show is over.
What was it they bought a bunch of Don?
I'm sorry, I was singing like your outro music where you could do your. I was just trying to be soft in the background.
Of super fans. Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah.
Art, you need to let everybody know that your next, I think you did already, but your next video is
my
be
next show
live
will
from
be
the Philippines.
Yep.
Live from
the Philippines. From right where James is sitting. I will, but on a Friday night, not a Saturday night, and it will
it's
be
a
after.
different. It's a different day.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Saturday night for you.
Saturday
Friday
night here,
for us.
I will be in Davao. Remember? Because you're tomorrow.
But when are you
Sunday.
when are you flying? You haven't even told me that. When are you flying to Davao?
I leave Thursday, but I land on Friday.
Here, you'll arrive here on Friday. So I go to pick you up Friday night. And when are you going back to the airport?
Sunday morning. Well, actually, it'd be close to noon, but.
Oh my God! So you're here one day. You're here for one day,
yeah.
and then we're gonna be going on what day? That's a religious on Sunday. We're gonna be on. Oh, you really should have made it Monday.
I know, but the folks down there in Davao, they're like, you gotta be here for a birthday party. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's like that's how that goes. I wanted to, at least leave on a Monday, but no, it's just that how they planned it there, and it's like, okay. So anyway, Andrew, thank you, Mark Sullivan, Jim Stroney, Mark R. White, and all the other guys who stuck around. Thank you for sticking around, Mark Sullivan. Thank you so much for buying those fan thingies, and Don, you look
April Fools.
You look marvelous. So catch you in the Philippines, and take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Good night, folks.
Cheers.